The end of the tunnel. Right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who turned off the clouds?
Hey, what's up, guys? FormalGuy1 here, and welcome to the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. Today we have the Milo's Famous T250 racing a high-speed ring today, and y'all better be ready because I do hear there's some rain in the forecast, or there could be. But yeah, this is our patriotic race for the Cup Series, and again, I do want to apologize for not going live Friday or Saturday. Friday, we postponed that race because I think we had low attendance, and then Saturday... There was just a whole mess of things that happened that day. But either way, still live streaming today. With this patriotic race, literally every car in this field running some sort of patriotic scheme. Well, I'm not really sure what's on that 24 car, but whatever it is, I guess it's patriotic. But yeah, it's going to be, I think, about 250 miles around this track. And it's the first time we're coming here with these new Cup cars with the new engine package, new handling package. So it should be fun to watch over time. And again, we have a wild starting grid. We have Haas on the front row, and then it'll be RFK in the second row. Now, we're all very aware of what today is. 9/11 is just probably, honestly, the darkest day in U.S. history. I mean, we have a lot of... so many lives lost, so many things that didn't have to happen that day, and obviously, we'll never forget. And this is, I think, the first race that we've ever done on this day. Well, at least for the Cup Series. I think we did it once in the past, but... yeah, these guys are going to come around, and we're going to do an extra pace lap in silence, just in memory of everybody we lost that day. And again, everybody will be dead silent in this race just for that lap, and then after that we're going to come on and do something a little different before the race starts. But yeah, so many lives lost that day, so much chaos. We all know exactly what we were doing that day, and it'll never leave our memories. But alright, coming across the start-finish line, this is for everybody we have lost in 9/11. All right, and again, just never forget 9/11. Just it's it's crazy how many of us have probably just stumbled upon YouTube and just we'll randomly just watch videos of it. Sometimes it'll get suggested to us. It's just weird and something that'll never leave our memories. But yeah, just I still can't believe that's actually a real-time event that happened. But before we officially start this race during this final pace lap here, we're gonna do something a little different. So if you all watched the Cup race last week, the final grid, the race results. It had the 24 car winning, and then I believe Swan finished second, Fabi took fourth or something like that. So we had a big post-race ruling on a couple of different situations, and that changed the whole finishing order. And yeah, he didn't have any kind of a winning interview. He didn't have any kind of a burnout or any kind of that, So yeah, his first Cup win ever after racing over 2 full seasons in this league. So we're going to try to give him a little bit of the spotlight today, so let's see if we can dial him up here. Pudge, this is Formal Guy up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do got a copy. How you doing, man?
Well, I got to say, this is one of your best tracks historically in the league, and after being scored the winner and getting your first official win last week, how you feeling going into this week?
Pretty good. Had a decently fast car last week. Got a pretty good fast car this week. Lining up next to my teammate. Feeling pretty good about it. Just wanna see when this rain hits.
Yeah, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that myself too.
Yeah, that's I heard it might be torrential. It might not be. I don't know. It could be a sprinkle. Could just be sunny. But this track is known to rain, and it rains hard. That front stretch is treacherous.
Well, hey, man, just a huge congrats on the win. I know it's not the way you wanted to win your first race, but hey, a win's a win. Good luck today, and it's actually looking pretty dark out there, and I'm going to let y'all get going, so good luck, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, so we were in the official league chat there for a second. Now the race should be a little bit louder with the cars and stuff. So here we go, coming down to the green flag for the Milo's Famous T250 here at High Speed Ring. And again, Pudge was scored the winner last week after that chaotic race, so just wanted to make sure everybody knows that. Green flag is out. We are racing at High Speed Ring. Clone got a great push. Looks like Pudge tried to dive high to go with him, and then Fabi blocked that. Clone gets an early jump and is going to go to the lead in that 3 car. Again, every car here today is running a patriotic scheme, and the HUDs just got spun around in the back. Heading off into turn 1. Oh, they're side by side in the back. I do believe they're going to stay green even with the 66 going around. Oh, you can already see the brake rotors. Like, we're in midday right now at this racetrack, and you can already see these rotors glowing. Through the S corners as Pudge really missed that corner. He almost took Fabi with him, and now he's almost taking himself with him. Oh my lord. Okay, everybody's fine there. The grid is still pretty much the same, although Swan's going to try to get up there and try to pass Pudge. Sounds like a car's in the wall. There was Fabi! He's going to save the car. What a save. Pudge is going to be way quicker on corner exit. Fabi's going to go to the back. He's going to go to 4th place, maybe 5th. No, he's going to stay in 4th already. Wow. With all that madness, Clone is actually out to a decent lead right now in that 3 car. That certainly changed things rapidly to start this race. That was the first green flag lap, and all of that happened. And again, I do want to say sorry for not streaming on Friday or Saturday, just because, Friday's race got moved, and then Saturday, I was in a position where I could stream, but we had such a little amount of drivers, I felt like driving just so we had more cars on the track. But yeah, still here to stream today, and we'll be streaming going forward still with all the rest of our races. Right now, Pudge got around Swan. He's able to hold 2nd place. Now he's going to try to chase the 3 car down. And the cool thing about seeing this live in this format is we can see those gaps update pretty rapidly on the driver list on the left. Now, a couple of things I can tell you about this track and these cars. The tire wear is pretty bad. Oh my lord, that 2 car. Tire wear is pretty bad. The tires wear pretty quickly. There's going to be a lot of pit stops this race. The rain is coming, and all the teams have different tire treads and compounds to use for this race, so hopefully they're all prepared. And it is so foggy around here, I don't know when it could rain. I have no vision of any radars or anything, so if you see rain, uh-oh, that's all I can say. Clone is actually continuing to drive away from the 2-car! Swan almost finished him off right there out of that corner. Bobby's starting to catch back up to these two. Looking back through the pack, these guys are going to get really close together now for this position. Looking in the back, Down East and Vango are pretty close together. Lone has fallen back to 9th place. I think Lone qualified in the top 6, and he lost a couple of spots on the first restart. Now with Swan up to 2nd, I'm going to see if he can try to chase down the 3-car. Swan's getting really loose in the middle of that corner. Pudge is getting really loose on corner exit. Let's see if Pudge sticks with him. Just like I mean, it makes sense. Oh god, nope, Fabi does not want to stay with them. Fabi's going to go for the pass. That's kind of a little stupid to do right now, because obviously you all want to try to catch the leader, and Pudge just freight trained around Swan with that push. And Fabi returned the favor and gave Swan the push. Holy crap. I don't know how Swan got back in front of that 2-car. That must have been a mighty push from the 44, as Pudge is going to spin around, and Fabi will too. Fabi saves it. What a save from that 4-car. I do believe that's going to be a yellow flag. Looking up at the leader. Never mind. Oh, wait, no, remind. That is actually a caution. So yellow flag is out. I don't know how Fabi saved that car out of that corner, because these cars are wicked loose, but he somehow saved it. Looks like pits will open this time, I do believe. Again, hope y'all have enjoyed your weekend. Hope y'all had a nice Monday. Again, I know we all know what today is, just a dark day, but still enjoy living. So with pit road being open, we're going to see if anybody comes down. Now again, all these teams and drivers, they can see the weather radar. They can see the rain, if there is any, and they can see how close it is, so... Drivers' names, that's the current tire compound they're using. That's racing soft, so obviously, like, there's no tread. It's just a very straightforward tire for racing. Now, if it starts raining, you might see some different compounds, because there's intermediate tires for some slightly wet tracks, and then there's rain tires for the torrential downpour. Justin's up to 3rd place. We've seen this in the past, where sometimes Justin's trying to get to the front, so he'll actually underfill gas on purpose, just to try to get near the front. And how about this? Stuart Haas right now is running 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got Frank back in 5th. Down East moved up a couple of spots. He's now up to 6th. Pudge fell all the way back to 9th place. I know he was in the back already because of spinning, but again, he was up there battling for 2nd most of that time. Yeah, I love seeing the patriotic cars in this race. Again, Huds' car, I'm trying to get a good look at it. Yeah, you can somewhat see it on this camera. There's some camo on that. I mean, camo is kind of patriotic, I guess, but it's just being mostly black. It doesn't look very patriotic, but it still gets the point across. And then the other one, this car, Justin's, I don't know how that's patriotic at all. It does not look patriotic. But again, whenever we have themed races, we make the point across that you have to have a car that's around our theme for the race. And we have a lot of those themes coming up this season in the Cup Series. Now we're coming down to the choose cone. Clone and Fabi are going to go to the right lane. Fabi's going to follow with them. Justin does not stay with his team. Let's see who's lined up behind Justin. It looks like it is, I believe that's Frank in the 9 car. Then Frank has a couple of petty boys behind him. Wow, this is 6 versus 4. Yeah, these cars are definitely, they're very free. It doesn't matter what you try to do to tighten those cars up, they're always going to be a little bit free out on the racetrack. Alright, coming down to the start-finish line, we're going to go back to green as the sun's starting to come out, the fog's starting to dissipate a little bit. That's something all these drivers want to see right now. Frank gave a great shove to the 24, but the 3 car also got a great shove from his Haas teammates. Clone goes back to the lead. Justin's going to try to roll up in front of the 44 car. Looks like he will. Oh, 24 might hit the wall there. That was a dangerous push from the 44. Hudge is into the wall again in the back. Oh my god. Oh! The 44 car is quite literally backwards and stopped in the track. 3 or 4 cars just piled up there into him, and that will be another yellow flag. Yikes. I thought Swan was clear on the outside, but he got into something, and then he got spun. And whenever you have a backwards car that's basically not moving in front of a train of cars coming, that is not good. So Clone remains in the lead. Frankie's still in second place. I do believe they're going to do a choose cone this time, because I don't think there's a reason to go around again and or do a pit cycle. Clone's going to go right. Frank goes left to split it up. Lots of cars lining up behind Clone. Might be a dead even split this time of 5-5. Just trying to see. No, it is 6v4 again. Alright, coming across the line to complete lap 9. I just realized the first and second stages are 25 laps long. That's a long time. Alright, coming down to the start-finish line. I'm going to try this yet again. Clone and Frank on the front row. Pudge and Lone second row. Great. Oh, Pudge is going to go 3 wide in the middle. He's going for the position. Holy crap. Pudge got blocked off by somebody. Here comes, I believe that's Clone again on the outside. Frankie's trying to hold the lead. Pudge is not going to help Clone. He's going to go around Clone on the outside. Trying to get there. Can't get there yet. They are bouncing off the wall in the back. Let's see if they can get around this corner this time. Oh, and this time Lone's going to go around. And multi-car, actually. Down east is around 2. It looks like Lone's getting back up to speed. Shucks. Oh, there's a lot of cars involved with this one. Lone, Van Gogh, down east. Ugh. Again, I mentioned at the front, the start of this, new car, new engine. The new engine gives the car a new feel, and just, this is not good. But again, it's kind of like one of those things where there's a learning curve, and once you learn it, it should be fine. But yeah, this is not good. They're going to form up again this time. There's still no need to do another pit cycle. And up near the front, things haven't changed much. But again, y'all saw Pudge. He dove to the middle and made it 3 wide coming across the line. That was a wicked move. His car is quite literally sponsored with 9/11 remembrance stuff. We made a custom decal that he's running on the hood that says "Never Forget 9/11" with the Twin Towers and all that. It's just, again, I think some people out there wouldn't even race on this day, but we have a league and we got to keep doing what we do. Frank got a crazy push on that restart. Clone, is he? Wow, is Frank not clear? Well, he's certainly going to be clear now because Pudge got to his rear. Oh, Pudge is going to try to go high. Clone is now to the inside. I thought he was going to turn that 2 car. Now, for the 3rd attempt, can these guys get through this corner without wrecking or spinning? Ooh. And, oh, Justin almost made it so they didn't, but they did in fact do it, finally. So now, we get to see some racing. Frankie goes high in this S corner. Pudge is going low to try to get by him. Pudge is all over his bumper. RFK Racing running 1-2. Pudge is just so loose, but he's still staying right with his teammate. Oh, Pudge wants the lead. Pudge wants the lead right now. And he's not going to hold back either, teammate or no teammate. Oh, Frankie's going to get into the fence. Pudge is going to go by for the lead. And now Pudge is going to, oh my God, he's going to almost wreck it. Coming down the front straightaway, Pudge is going to lead this lap. Has about a 6/10 gap to Swan, but now Swan's going to be getting his draft. He should catch right up to him. Also, I love how some portions of this track have sunlight on them. Other portions are still just wrapped up in fog. Oh, we have a car around in the back. I think that was Fabi. Yep, Fabi's around. He has spun out. Another car spun out too. It's Hud's in the 66. That's a multi-car crash again. That is another yellow flag. Holy crap. This race, oh my lord, that's 66. This race is turning out to be a caution fest so far. I'm not sure how much these boys practice this track, but by the looks of it right now, they didn't practice too much. One good thing is, though, we've had lots of lead changes, lots of competitive racing near the front, so that's always good. And yeah, they stayed single file through the choose gun area, so this will be a pit cycle. Now, Frank has the fastest lap with a 105.8, which, surprisingly, that lap is actually slower than 4 or 5 of the qualifying times. And out of all of this, looks like everybody except down east is going to come down pit road. Again, down east, he's having, I would argue, a career season right now with Colleague Racing. Because if y'all haven't seen, I think he's won, what is that now? 2 FES point races. He completely upset Stuart Haas at Daytona Road Course and won that race, literally coming to the tri-oval to the start-finish line. And then he's already swept an Oshkosh race, so literally, down east is doing it all this season. And yeah, I'm not really sure how fast his, holy dark clouds back there. Sorry, I'm not sure how fast down east car is today, because I think he qualified towards the back, but again, a move like this going to the front, sometimes some of these drivers are just bad in traffic, but then once they get to the front, they can drive really good and actually start to drive away with it. Again, this turn 2, with that green lane up there and then the fence, that's the one that just, I get nervous every time these guys go through there in a pack, because just, they're having trouble getting through there. Now that last caution, I'm not really sure what happened. Fabi might have been too wide with somebody, and then all of a sudden, I saw him spinning in the grass, and then Huds got into something too on that corner exit. And this is your choose cone. Down east goes high. Well, it's going to be going into the low of the corner, but yeah. Down east goes left, and then you got Swan and Pudge going right. Lone's going to follow them too. Holy cars in the left lane. So yet another 6 versus 4 situation, but this time the 4 cars are in the right lane. You got, in the right side lane, you got Swan, or I mean, yeah, it's Lone and Pudge and a Haas sandwich. Going down to the start-finish line. Let's see if Down East can do anything. He is your control car. Hud's having a little bit of trouble maintaining his lane right there. Green flag is back out. Frank gave Down East a nice shot. Pudge is trying to make it 3 wide on the outside. He is going to get there. He is going to clear the leader of that right side lane. Lone's trying to stay right behind him. Frank is giving Down East a heck of a push. Everybody just hold on. Going through this corner. Not seeing any problems yet. Oh, they made it. All right, here we go. Going down to the S corners. Let's see how aggressive Frank is, because Frank is quite literally on Down East bumper. He is right there. Fabi's right behind him. Hud's making a move to the outside. He's going to try to go for 3rd place. Here comes that 66 car. Oh, Clone got into him. What? Oh, and Huds is going to spin out. He's going to hop back in front of traffic, and that's going to take out another car with him. Oh, man. That is yet another caution. Okay, then. Well, not much for me to say right now, but I'm a little bit shocked at the amount of cautions we're having. Now again, to counter that, these Cup cars are very unique this season, so I can't really say much about cautions without saying, like, hey, don't complain until you actually get out there and drive this car, because it is crazy. I'm not sure what just happened right there. Looks like a couple of cars got into each other. Not sure if that was lag or whatnot, but say if there was ever a track that was going to have some heated tempers or some drivers fighting, this would be the track. We've had a lot of drama at this racetrack in the past. So I did just get a look at the radar for this track. There are some pop-up showers in the area, but with the timing of this, there is a slightly yellow rain cluster that should arrive, it looks like somewhere in the middle of stage 3, the final stage. Now that's if this rain stays on course. Right now it's moving northwest very slowly. I don't know, man. If that changes course, that could actually get here a lot quicker. So yeah, all these drivers got to be worried about that a little bit. Now again, even if it's projected to rain in stage 3, they still have to be prepared as if it's going to rain anytime. That's why all these teams are keeping a close eye out on that radar. So Downey somehow holds the lead after all that chaos. Hudge was making a really, really good push up there to try to get third. And then I think Clone got into his quarter panel, just got him a little bit loose, and Hudge just could not save it. That car outdrove Hudge. That's basically what happened. And it does look like they're going to have a pit cycle. Again, hope you all had a good weekend. Hope you all are enjoying your Monday. Also, don't forget, next week I will not be commentating the Cup Series because it is the All-Star race. That's a special race that is not for points, it is specifically for money, and a very small number of drivers gets invited to that. And yeah, I'll be participating in that because I am a Cup Series champion in this league, and if you win a championship, you're automatically invited to any All-Star race in the future. Now, to counter that, even though I won't be commentating Cup, I should be doing at least one, maybe 2 Oshkosh races on Saturday, or sorry, on Friday, and then FES still races on Saturday. And here's the thing, right now, Oshkosh and FES both, they're scheduled to run dirt races back-to-back, so Friday, the Oshkosh cars will go out to the dirt track, and then the next day, FES is going out there, so that's going to be insane. Alright, now drivers are coming to the choose cone. As you saw there, Justin did get to the lead because he stayed out during that pit cycle. Bobby's going to line up opposite lane of him. Looking through the lane. Wow, Huds, he is up second car back in the left lane. Alright, so Huds is still in the fight here. He's not out of it yet. Gosh, dude, we've done so much racing and we're just now completing lap 16. But hey, this is the patriotic race, tribute to 9/11 and all the victims and all that, so hey, lots of racing to be seen tonight. Hope y'all are enjoying it. Coming down to the start-finish line, Justin and Fabi, Stuart Haas in the front row. Green flag is out. I do not know if Fabi got a push there from the 66, I don't think he did. Justin's trying to rocket past him. I'm not sure what car that is, that might be the 3 car? Trying to, oh god, Huds is low in the grass! Oh, they were 4 wide there for a second. Huge crash. Pudge is spinning around. Oh my god. Yeah, that's another caution. I keep saying I hope they make it out of turn 2. Well, you need to get to turn 2 first. They didn't even get there. They went green at the start-finish line, and then someone spun before they got to turn 2. Holy mother. Welcome to the Miller's famous pace laps, 250. So yeah, speaking of that, Obviously, they don't sponsor us, but shout out to Milo's Famous Sweet Tea, because I can confirm they keep me very happy because I drink their tea all the time. Also, Pudge in the 2-car, he drinks their tea all the time. They do the choose cone this time. Frank's going to start in the right lane. He's going to try to not push the 24 this time. Got Down East lining up behind Frank. Huds is now in the 3rd row back, just trying to stay in it. I will say this, the FES race on Saturday, Petty GMS was there all race. They were near the front. I think everybody on their team led a lap, or at least one lap that day, so yeah. Coming down to the start-finish line. Justin is still your control car. Frank lining up on the outside. Green flag is out. Downey's is locked to that 9 cars bumper. The 24 still got a better restart, though. Looks like they're 3 wide in the back. My screen just shimmied there for a second. I thought this whole game was going to crash. Frank tried to get in line there before the cars came. Uh-oh. Okay, I checked the arrows on the top of the track display. Loads in the middle. That's not going to end well. And huge pile up. The big one. Everybody is involved. Hodge scoots away to the lead. Holy pile up of race cars. Literally everybody in the field just wrecked in turn 2. Oh my god. Well, everybody's okay, I think. Oh my god, the leader spun. Lone got spun in a 3 wide situation in the middle of the pack, and then nobody could get through it. Okay, well, yeah, they're not going to go green this time. They're going to have a pit cycle. I'm going to have a bathroom cycle after this stage because I think I just doodled. Oh my god. Okay, so what I said about Petty making a statement. Huds is now in front. I don't care what just happened. Huds is leading. That was crazy for him to scoot through there and take the lead. Pudge followed him as best as he could. He's going to go up to 2nd. And now these guys, I do believe, are going to have a pit cycle. So pit road is open. And when they cross the line this time, there will be 10 laps to go in this first stage. Only the first stage, folks. And oh my god, we're at 32 minutes total race time. I hope y'all are ready. This is going to be a long one tonight. Oh my god. If you ever have a race where you want an instant replay, this is the one. I would love to see a replay of that. Oh my gosh, dude. Say, a few of us always save these replays. We go back and we try to take pictures of the big moments that happen. Trust me, there's going to be some pictures from that. Oh my lord. That's one of those things where the camera was sitting outside past turn 2, so you're waiting to see a car get through there because someone's going to miss it, but no, nobody missed it. That was literally that wreck from the first Cars movie where Chick Hicks puts one car into the wall and then the whole field gets taken out. And then Huds was literally Lightning McQueen just shimmying his way through there and going to the lead. Put that sound bite whenever Huds goes through there. Just have that bite of, I think Daryl Cartrip said it. Look at that, McQueen made it through. Because, God, that was insane. Again, I've said it maybe 10 times this replay so far. I was hoping that somebody would make it. I was hoping they would all make it through turn 2. Quite literally, nobody made it through turn 2. Even though Huds went to the lead, he was still involved in that wreck. But alright, this is your choose cone. Huds goes right, Pudge goes left. Alright, these boys will be coming down to the start-finish line for the restart. Huds is your control car. Now again, one thing we do know about Huds, he's not the greatest at restarts. But, now that he's at the front of a line for a restart, that could change everything. In fact, we're going to go with Pudge's on board for this restart. Middle car camera, wide open racetrack in front of him. You saw the lag hits. Okay, never mind. Go to spectator camera. We have a car in the grass. It is down east. Huds gets a great push to go to the lead. They are 3 wide in the back. Pudge trying to think where to go. The 24 car almost got to his inside. Fabi's to Pudge's outside. That 4 car looks really fast, trying to get up to the 66. I get another scary trip through this corner. Let's see if they make it. Pudge had to get way into the brakes. There's a car almost spinning in the back. Nope, they all make it through fine. Oh, okay, everybody can breathe, including myself. Side by side for the lead. Fabi's going to try to go to the inside of Huds. He almost clipped his bumper there. Huds is going to power by on the outside. Oh my God, he cooked the living snot out of that corner. Fabi's going to have a great run coming out of that corner, but Huds is still going to hold the lead. Huds is going to try to come around and lead this green flag lap. Oh, he's working that throttle, trying not to go into the fence. He's right next to the fence, but he's going to hold it. He gets a little bit loose, but he does save it. Huds is trying everything to get to the start-finish line, and he will. Huds leads that lap. It was a great lap by the 66. Again, man, not only is Petty making a statement, but that Huds guy, man, he's making a huge statement this race. Oh, my God, I think they are 3 wide there for a second. Pudge goes to the outside. Oh, Fabi gives him the push of pushes. Choo-choo, incoming train. My God. Pudge leads him off. Fabi is in second. Fabi's going to go for the lead. Correction. Pudge dives low. He's going to try to keep that 4 car behind him. Now Clone's going to try to make a move on his teammate. Lots of good racing here today, folks. Just going to look through the field through this corner. Looks like Down East is fine, even though he got into the grass a couple corners ago. Pudge still holds the lead. Fabi and Clone are within striking distance. Huds is starting to fall off a little bit. I'm not sure what Clone's trying to do. It looks like he tried to go low with the 4 car. Oh, Pudge! Okay, he's fine. If Fabi stays in his draft, he should be able to get right back up to him. New purple lap of the race. Oh, my pushing lord! Fabi just gave Pudge so much draft. You saw that puff of smoke come out of the back of the car. Fabi tries to go outside. He will get to the outside. 2 wide for the lead. Clone's trying to save his race car. He's going to spin out and save it? Question mark? He does spin out. We're waiting on word from the leaders. Caution is out. Just like that. That's caution. Holy. Okay, well. I'm not sure how Pudge and Fabi made it through turn 2. Because I saw Fabi above the 2 car, and then I thought maybe Pudge would have just let off and let him take it on the outside, but nope. And with that, the caution is out yet again. I'm not sure if they're going to have a pit cycle. They ran a couple of green flag laps, so I wouldn't be surprised if they opened it. Yes, alright, so pit road will open this time. This more than likely will be the final pit cycle of the race. Curious who's going to come down this time. Does anybody need tires? Anybody need gas? Is anybody feeling confident enough just to stay out and try to get to the front? Oh, and Pudge fakes him out. He's going to stay out. Is anybody coming down pit road? It looks like Van Gogh will from last. Oh, Swan will too, and Down East. Okay. So some of the guys in the back are going to come down pit lane and try to get some tires or fuel. Does anybody take tires? Down East will take tires. Van Gogh will not. Swan doesn't as well. So the 44 and the 42 just won fuel. 16 car wanted some tires as well. So this is not a joke about that pileup that basically took everybody out, but I quite literally have to pee, but I think all of these cautions and wrecks have been helping my bladder, so just saying. But yeah, Pudge and Fabi remain top 2. Huds is still in 3rd. Lone is in 4th. Right now, Petty's running 3rd and 4th. Again, man, Petty's just really good at this racetrack, and honestly, with their pace this season, it's really awesome to see them in really good contention to try to get good spots out of this race. Alright, coming down to the choose cone. Pudge has lane choice. He's going to go right side this time. Fabi goes left. I think that is... well, that should be Pudge's teammate lining up behind him. Oh yeah, so now the RFK boys are lined up bumper to bumper in the right lane. This should be fun. Alright, y'all, here they come to the start-finish line. There will be 5 laps to go for stage 1 of this race. 40 minutes in. Green flag is out. Hunt's tried to go low for the pass in the 4 car. He didn't get as big a push as he thought he would. Hunt's is still trying. He's going to go low. 3 wide for the lead from that 66 car. Look at Hunt's go to the bottom. Look at that 66 car. And they're 3 wide behind him. Oh, big crash. Big crash again. Another huge pile up behind the leaders. They're still crashing. Clone around, load around. Oh, that's Frank and Downey. So many big names spun out again. Holy crap. And once again, folks, the 66th Petty car is in the lead. I've just realized 2 things about this race. Thing number 1, we're probably going to have about 10 more cautions in this stage. Thing number 2, I really have to pee. But yeah, I do believe this is going to be a choose cone. No reason to do a pit cycle this time. Alright, so with that choose cone, once again, Pudge lines up opposite of Huds. I think he has... That's Fabi behind him. Alright, so Fabi and Pudge, that could make for a really good pushing line on this restart. And also, I do believe that is Swan. Is that Swan and Clone in the right lane? Well, actually, no, Frank is there too. Yeah, so it's Fabi, Swan, Frank, and Pudge in the right lane. So watch them. Them 4 versus the other 6 coming down to the start-finish line. 4 laps to go now. Green flag, big push from the 24. The 66 car is going to propel to the lead. 3 wide in the back. Mango goes low. Van Gogh trying to get around the 24. They're still 3 wide. Uh-oh, Van Gogh almost turned the 24. Fabi to the outside of the 2. Pudge is going to cover that up. Close quarter racing. Pudge is going to power by on the outside and try to take the lead. Well, he's going to get the lead, obviously. Fabi's right behind him, looking back in the pack of the cars. Lone goes up in the middle of traffic. And yeah, 2 more cars go around. Swan and Clone. Caution's back out. Oh, more than that. Jay, my God! Van Gogh almost took out his teammate. Lone was just stopped cold on the bridge. At least 4 cars were involved with that. I just joked saying there might be 10 more cautions this stage. I might have undersold it. Alright, coming down to the choose cone. Correction, coming down to the pit cycle. Pit road will open this time. Lots of cars are off pace back there. I think that's why they decided to do it. Pudge is in a great spot to try to win this race today. Winning this stage would certainly set the tone. Was scored the winner of that race at Road Atlanta, but again, getting scored the winner after the race, that's one thing, but getting to victory lane when you know you were the fastest car and fully deserved it, that's another thing. So yeah, while Pudge did fully enjoy winning that race, trust me, he probably really wants to try to win a legitimate race. A win is a win, it still counts fully on the stat sheets and all that, but again, right now today he's in a great position to try to do it. Oh my God, dude, it is 8 o'clock, and we're still not finished with the first stage. I'm warning y'all, we're going to be here a while. We might not finish till around 10 o'clock. Alrighty, here they come down to the choose cone. Once again, Pudge is going to stick with the right lane. Huds is going to jump in line behind him. Huds is like, there's a good and bad about him on restarts. The bad part is sometimes he doesn't time the restarts right with the gas pedal. But then the good thing is, with this track being as laggy and fidgety as it is, sometimes a slight tap from Huds will really give you the bump you need. So Huds might be about to just send Pudge rocketing into the lead. Alright, there are 2 laps to go. This will be the final restart, so if another caution comes out, that will end the stage. Coming down to the start-finish line. Green flag is out. Here we go. It's pretty even restart, actually. Oh, Pudge tried to dive low. Fabi got there. Now Huds is high. No, Pudge covers that up. Oh my god, that was really aggressive from the 2-car. Huds tried to go low. He's going to actually keep pushing Pudge. Pudge still on the outside. Pudge has to fight for this lead, because if another yellow comes out, that will end the stage. Oh, everybody's hard into the wall. 3-car got a little bit loose in the back. It looks like they were 3 wide on corner exit back there for a second, but everybody makes it through okay. We're still green. Pudge is defensive right now, trying to hold that inside line and keep the 4-car behind him. His teammate Frank is right back there. He might be able to give Fabi some trouble and hold him back. Going through the tunnel. Fabi's trying almost a little bit of a crossover. It looks like he might be there on the left side. Nope. Pudge cleared that up. This is coming to the white flag. Pudge got really loose. He's going to send it off into the fence. He is just sending it right now. I do not know. Oh my god, where did that 24 car come from? 3 cars really loose. Pudge is going to lead coming to the white flag. Justin out of nowhere is going to come up on Pudge's bumper. 1 lap to go for stage 1. Pudge is really defending that lead. Justin is right there. I don't even know where Justin came from, to be completely honest with you. Justin's going to try to go high. Pudge is going to try to defend against it. There's a car around in the back. It is Swan. They're not going to call a yellow for that. They're going to stay green for the rest of this stage, I do believe, unless a big pile-up happens. Pudge trying to defend against Justin and Fabi. Now again, Justin is the one that crossed the line first last week. What the heck? My god, where'd that speed from the 24 come from? Jeez. Justin went around the 2-car as if the 2-car didn't exist. Justin leads, coming around to the big windy final corner. Justin's trying to keep the 2-car out of the draft, and here they come. Out of the final corner, Pudge is going to dive it low. He's going to try to get under the 24 car. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. Oh, can Fabi give the 2-car a push? Fabi's to the outside. He's not going to help Pudge. And it is! The 24 car is going to win stage 1. With the 2-car on his door, that was a close battle. Again, I don't know where Justin came from in that last corner on that last lap, on the second to last lap, but dear Lord. All right, and there's your results. Clone 4th, Frank 5th. I'll throw up the official results here in a second. And yeah, we've had problems with lobbies crashing in the past, so I'm going to make sure I save that replay. Here are your results. Huds and Swan taking 9th and 10th there, but here are your top 8. Pudge got the fastest lap of that stage with a 105.5. Man, I tell you, this is the curse of turn 2, man. So many wrecks happened in that corner. A couple spin outs happened in that winding first turn. There was just a lot of wrecks, a lot of cautions. I'm not sure if that's going to repeat in stage 2, but again, nobody's lifting, nobody's being conservative. They're all pushing to the max. Alright, so everybody's taking a stage break, which is obviously well-deserved after that mess. I'm going to as well, and we will be back for the start of stage 2. Alright, y'all, we're back. Ready to start stage 2 of this race. It's going to be a repeat of last stage, except there's 2 less pace laps because we did a special 9/11 tribute for the first one. Yeah, 25 green flag laps. Hopefully there's, hopefully this stage there's less yellow flag laps, just saying. But, yeah, these boys are ready. Huds, at the end of that stage, when they brought it to pit road, he actually hopped out of the car and ran right for his hauler. He was feeling really, really sick. We got word from his crew chief and his team owner that he's just parking it for the rest of this race. I don't know what's up with him. Said he was feeling like he was gonna vomit like 2 or 3 times during that stage. So yeah, definitely don't want anything bad to happen to him. So shame we don't get to see him race more because he was really fast today. But hope you feel better, Huds, and just again thanks for showing up for the race. We really appreciate having you here, brother. Alright, again, just looking at the results here. Justin's going to be your control car for stage 2. And the cars are, as far as best lap time go, they're pretty even. I mean, the top 5 all ran 105 lap times, and then 4 out of the back 5 ran 106s. So again, there's not much true difference in speed. I mean, there's obviously differences because different teams have different tunes and setups, but it's not as different today at this track. That camera angle right there on this moving camera, that is a wild angle of those 2 bridges. Holy crap. Also, I hate heights, so that really tall bridge thing there in the middle of that track, that thing, that big gargantuan thing pointing at the sky, no thanks. I don't like heights, I don't like tall things. If I see like a tall building, I just get the heebie-jeebies, like no thanks. Alright, wow, that's loud in my ear. Jeez. Okay, so do that, and then do that. Alright. Now again, I have no idea where the 24 came late in that last stage. I don't know how he passed the 2 car on the outside of the S corners like he wasn't there. That was just wild to see. Yeah, these guys are going to do a pace lap and get lined back up, get ready to go back green. Again, I love commentating, it's definitely fun, but yeah, whenever these races take this long, I can't lie, you kind of get that feeling where you're just hoping it's going to be over soon. Yeah, with Huds being out of the race now, we're down to 9 cars, but hey, 9 cars is still going to provide some, I would say, some entertaining racing. Don't forget, y'all, rain is still in the forecast. Not sure when it could hit. It's projected right now to start sometime in stage 3. If it does, like, even that projection could be off, but yeah, estimated to hit around that time. Sure, and if it does, that's going to change everything for this race. I'm coming through the tunnel here. It's going to be a choose cone. Justin's going to have lane choice. I guarantee you whatever he chooses, Pudge is going to take opposite. And then Justin has 2 of his Haas teammates behind him lined up 3rd and 4th. Let's see where they go. Pudge looked a little bit late on that lane choice, but he's still going to line up left. And shock of the shock right here. The Haas boys went with Pudge, and the RFK guy went with Justin. Yeah, that just kind of split the teams up, if you ask me. Swan is going to go all the way up to 3rd car in the 2nd row there. Swan, I think, finished dead last in that stage, so... Here we go, coming down. 25 laps coming down to the start-finish line. Please let there be more green flag laps than caution flag laps. Green flag is out. See who gets a better push. Justin had the good initial start, but now Pudge is getting a big push on the inside. Swan dives low to go with Fabi. Pudge is trying to stay under the 24 car. Justin's going to get a little bit of a run coming on corner exit. Oh, big slap by one of the cars in the back. Justin's all the way out in the grass. Pudge is going to go for the pass. He's going to hop up in front of the 24 car. What a move. Justin's going to lose a lot of speed. Fabi's going to try to go around him. Pudge, I think, just gave that spot back. I don't think Pudge liked passing him that way. Coming through the S corners. Pudge's teammate Frank, he's trying to go below him. He's really trying, trust me. Through the S corners, Pudge is going to try to get a little bit of a wider exit. They're staying together. Frank's trying to push Pudge around the 24. Pudge, I don't think he wants to go to the inside of the 24 on this corner. I wouldn't. Oh, right up against that fence. Pudge is getting really loose on corner exit. The cars are letting off as if there's a caution. Down east and Lone are way off pace. Looks like something might have happened in the back. Alright, so caution's out. This is gonna be one of the longest races of the season, guaranteed. Because this stage is also 25 laps, and then the final stage I do believe is 35. If it's 40, I will just jump out of this booth window and just land on whatever I land on. Trying to load up our cup schedule. Okay, it's 35. I thought us league admin might have gotten a little adventurous and put it to 40 laps, but nope, we kept it to 35. Again, they only completed, I think, one green flag lap, if that, so yeah, there shouldn't be any need for a pit cycle, so they're gonna choose cone this time and line them up to go back green. Also, I haven't done this race, and I do apologize. I've just been focused on everything happening with the race, but I do want to shout out our league sponsors. So, shout out to Lone Wolf and the Pudge. They both take money out of their own pockets to put towards our prize pool, so we have something to race for. Very much appreciate them for that. Shout out to Wheels, that's spelled with a Z. He has a YouTube channel where he makes Madden videos on the daily. Also goes live every night on Twitch. His Twitch name is WheelsFL. And also, if you're looking to go to a sporting event with the NFL or whatever, use SeatGeek and use code WHEELS for $20 off your order. And also shout out to Fabianski because he makes every cup car you see on this track here today. He makes all of our base templates. He makes this car look like a Monte Carlo, a Charger, a Chevy SS. He makes those cars look like that, and only he could do it. There's nobody else that could do what Fabi does. So huge thanks to Fabi. And coming down the front straightaway here, they are going to go back green. Once again, Justin is your control car. I'm not sure who that is lined up behind Pudge. That might actually be Frank. Yes, it is. RFK boys have the inside line lined up. Pudge did not get going whatsoever. That was a great push from Swan on the outside line. Swan gets a stable hold a second. Justin's all the way up into the wall coming out of that corner. There's a car in the grass. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get out of it. That was, I believe, Frankie. Pudge is going to spin on the inside of that corner. Nobody else gets into him. And they're letting off. Yellow flag. Oh, man, this is... Yep, everybody's letting off, so I think they're going to do a choose cone again. Again, man, these cars, they've been having trouble around this track today. There's been so much time spent under yellow flag. Are they choose coning this time? I do believe they are. Swan is lining up outside, or in the left lane, I should say. Pudge is just zooming up to get back to the field. Alright, so a Haas front row. Frank is lined up behind Swan on the inside. Now again, those two paired up a lot for restarts in the FES series on Saturdays, so might see some of that magic again here today. Clone is lined up behind Justin. Justin actually has two of his teammates lined up behind him. And here they come, down to the start-finish line. We have not run a green flag lap this whole stage. Green flag is back out. What a push from Frank, and Clone is going to dive bomb under Justin and try to get around him. Justin just got passed by Clone, like, with ease. Holy crap. Clone's trying to stay with his teammate. You don't want to go low here and make it 3 wide. That could cause a big issue. Justin's trying to stay to the outside. Frank actually tried to go for the lead, but Swan is going to cover that. There's no room for Frank. Frank's going to try to dive low. He's going to try to dive in front of the leaders. And that just caused a massive pile up here. And Swan goes spinning around, and that will be another yellow flag. Oh boy. I'm going to see what they're doing this time. I'm going to see if they're forming up or if they're going to the pits. Alright, they're coming to the pits. Alright, so I'm going to keep showing the pit cycle here, but I will be right back on mic. Alright, y'all, coming to the choose cone. It will be Justin and I do believe Frankie lining up on the front row. Now, again, I don't know what that move was by Frank back in turn 2. He just, he dive bombed it in there and dove in front of a train of faster cars with a slower car. Again, you can push, you can be aggressive in this race, but there's certain moves that you know will never work out, and you can't do that. Alright, coming down to the start-finish line. Got Chevy and Dodge on the front row, and then Dodge and Chevy in row 2. Green flag is out. Looks like Clone just got morphed off of the 24's bumper there on the restart. Coming down, Clone's trying to push Justin to the lead. Frankie's making a charge on the outside. He is going to get back to the 24's bumper. There's a car in the wall in the back. And once again, can they get through turn 2? Trying to keep the camera around on all the cars. Looks like 2 cars almost got together in the back. They do make it out. I do believe they are 3 wide going across the bridge. Swan's going to get in front of all of that. Lone's way to the outside going into the S corners. Justin's still in the lead. Frankie's trying to challenge him. Frankie's all over his bumper. He's trying to get to his door. Looks like, oh, he will. Frankie's there. Door to door for the lead. Fabi just gave Justin a huge push to try to keep him up there. Frankie might actually go into the wall. Oh, Frankie's getting loose. He just took 1 or 2 cars out of contention. He's still bumping and dooring cars. Frank is just, I don't know what's wrong with him right now, dude. I know you got loose. I mean, that's out of his control, but then he just hops back down in traffic and basically slowed 3 or 4 cars down. That 9 car is having all sorts of problems right now. With that, Justin's still in the lead. Fabi's still in second. Justin has a decent lead over Fabi right now. Lone got almost to the inside of, I think that was maybe Clone. Swan's trying to go around Lone for the spot there for 4th place. There's a car back here with smoke. That is Pudge. I do believe that's a caution. Yeah, all right. Yep, yellow flag is out yet again. To be fair, I do believe they made it 1 green flag lap that time. And yeah, this will be a pit cycle this time. Again, I don't want to sound like less energetic or less interested in this race, but dear God, while we've had I'd say pretty good racing, we've had a lot of big pileups and all that, you know, stuff you love to see in a NASCAR race, but it's like, oh, these guys are just, they can't race under the green flag. It's like, what the heck is going on here? And once again, Colleague pulling out the wild card move here and staying out, not going down pit lane. I'm not really sure how that worked out for them last time, but why not try it again at this rate? Again, I want to thank you all for watching, if anybody's watching out there, because dear Lord, this race has just been... This is the yellow flag simulator, basically. And again, I'm not sure what next week's schedule is going to be as far as live streams and races and all that. But we'll definitely be streaming at least 1 race on Saturday, or sorry, Friday. We'll be streaming a race on Saturday, at least 1 on Friday, and then we will not have a stream next Monday for the All-Star race. Because right now with our schedule, because of a few changes we had to make this past weekend, there's now going to be a doubleheader in Winston on Thursday, and then possibly a doubleheader again for Oshkosh on Friday. So within 2 days, we might be doing 4 full-length NFRL sanctioned events, which would be, dear God, insane. Now, take 4 races in 2 days and put this amount of caution laps in them. We will be there all night. We might just have to race for 48 hours, and it's just going to be yellow flag after yellow flag. Down East goes left, Fabi's going to dive right, Justin's going to go with his teammate. Looks like Swan does as well. Pudge is going to line up behind the Haas train. So to put it into perspective how many cautions we've had this stage, that's simply because we have not been able to get 2 back-to-back green flag laps in for a faster lap. Just need all of that to change. So coming down to the start-finish line. Where's the rain at, man? The rain's in the forecast. Green flag is out. So you gets a better jump. Holy, pushed by the 24. Fabi gets a great shun. Pudge is going to dive low. I almost thought he was going to take Lone out right there. Down East still pushing strong on the inside. Fabi's trying to hold that lane on the outside. Down East will not be able to clear Fabi going into this corner, I don't think. This is not good. 2 lanes, 2 by 2. Some of these guys, and Down East just did the same thing Frank did in the last time. Huge wreck again. At least 2 cars are piling up. Holy, holy. Same song, different lap. Oh boy. Do believe they'll choose cone this time and try it yet again. I went to that camera there because it sounded like Pudge got really loose. Alright, here we go. Another attempt at a green flag lap. Coming down to the start-finish line. Green flag is out, even though the flag holder's probably not even used to holding that flag this race. Lone did not get going behind the 2 car, although Pudge is trying to stay in it. Oh, Fabi's going to get a huge push from the 24 going around that turn. I'm not sure who that is way to the outside. I think it's Frank maybe trying to make a move too wide on the outside. Oh my god, there's another car around. Swan is around and another car is too. It's the 16. Oh my gosh. Yeah, once again, caution is out. I'm really sorry, y'all. I'm going to stay in this and I'm going to keep doing this full-length race until it ends, but I'm sorry that there are so many cautions. Like, part of me just wants to cut the stream now and just go watch the race without letting y'all see this, because dear lord. And there will be a pit cycle, so yeah, add another caution lap to it. So, a little history for you. Back in the NRL, which is what the heck is going on with Fabi? I do not know what Fabi's doing. I hope he's alright. Again, this track is one of the glitchiest tracks that we have on the circuit. Pit road's open this time. Some of the back boys are going to come. So anyways, a little bit of history. In the NRL, back in, I think, their first season of Cup, they ran a race at Maggiore, which is another track that's currently on our schedule later in the season. They ran a race there. They had so many cautions that the pace car got scored points, and the pace car actually had most laps led for the race. So the funny thing is, if we had a pace car here today, I actually can guarantee you the pace car would get scored points. Now, I was not in that Maggiore race because I joined later that season after it happened, but we have a little saying that one of the NRL boys told us. Anytime we have lots of cautions, someone will always say, Maggiore. How many of you want to bet after this race we're going to be in a future Cup race and then someone's going to say, high speed ring? Because this is just chaotic. Now again, y'all, I'm obviously commentating this race today, but I'm also full league admin, also league owner, all that stuff, but I always have my text up to talk to admin of this league, as, you know, Pudge and Lone help me run this league. They are also admin. Holy tires squealing. But if I see a message where I have to go take care of something, I will just go silent nonchalantly. So if I do, I'm sorry, but yeah, this race is just so many cautions. There's definitely, I can confirm to you, there's some heated drivers right now out there on the track. Choose cone will be this time. Haas boy's lining up in the right lane. Frankie's going to lead the left. And Frankie has his RFK teammate behind him, so Pudge should be able to give him a good push. Also, just mentioning that the NFL is back. I love having football to watch, and football season is just the best time of the year. Whenever September rolls around, it's just the best time of year. All the holidays coming up, football season is just, I love it. Alright, another attempt! Green flag is out! 24 car did not get that good of a start behind Fabi, but neither really did the left lane. Lone's going to dive low. He's going to try to go with the 3 cars on the inside. Fabi's trying to get around the 9 car on the outside. He should be able to, unless Frank dives up. Nope. Fabi's there on the outside. They are too wide again going into this corner. I don't like anything about this. Oh, Pudge was not clear. He gets into the wall. He does hold it. Guess what, everybody? They made it through. Everybody clap your hands. They finally made it through turn 2. Oh, thank God. Now, can they do it 2 laps in a row? That's the question. Fabi goes to the lead. Justin still is in second. Down east up to third. Holy crap, that's 16 car. Frank 4th, Pudge in 5th, Clone is in 6th, Swan 7th, Van Gogh 8th, Lone fell back to last. Just didn't have a good restart. I'm still just so happy they made it through turn 2. And now this time, they're mainly single file. They should be able to make it through this turn without issues. My fingers are crossed, my toes are crossed. I'm going to cross every body part I have. Let's see if we can get a new fastest lap up there. Finally, they're into a 109 by Fabi, but we need to see some 106s, some 105s. Let's go, boys. Pudge is going to settle in behind his teammate. And, of course, there's still a 2 wide situation going on back there. Just checking to make sure everybody makes it through. You see, Down East went low that time, and he didn't barge his way up into the line. They did it, folks. 2 laps in a row. Now we're racing. Welcome, y'all, to the Milo's famous T250. And yeah, that last lap they completed was officially the halfway point for this stage, and we're currently 23 minutes into this stage alone. Bobby getting really loose in this last corner here. Looking at the gap between him and Justin, it's about maintained at 6/10. Frankie's starting to gap Pudge a little bit. Clone's trying to get up to Pudge. And look at that, folks. New lap time of a 105.4. Oh, which actually I do believe that is the fastest lap of the total race. Justin got all in Fabi's draft through the straightaway that time. We're going to see if he can try to catch up to him. And again, it might appear that these cars are wall riding through that corner, but they're really not, just because this track is one of the laggiest tracks we have. It's just, there's latency, there's jittering, but whenever you look at their replays, they're not on the wall, actually. They're close to it, but they're not actually on it. Pudge slammed into the wall there on corner exit, just trying to stay with his teammate. And looking through the field, we got Down East and Swan back here, running pretty close. And again, Down East signed with Cawley. He wasn't sure how many races he was going to be able to race. He was going to try to run as many as he could. There's a car way off up there. I'm not sure who that is. It is Justin. Is Justin trying to shake the draft of the 9 car? Well, the gap is currently 3/10 and climbing for Frank. Frank's starting to get up to him. Justin's being really aggressive. Coming around the corner this time. Geez, Justin got a huge run on the outside of that corner that time. Once again, looking back, this is actually a good looking battle right here. I want to see if Swan tries to make a move on the 16. Again, Swan is your points leader coming into today, and after finishing dead last in stage 1, he needs to try to improve here for stage 2 and the race. Now again, I'm sorry that I can't put pictures on the screen of our points or whatnot, but I can just check on them. So yeah, Swan has a points lead of only 8 points over second place, which is Fabi, the current stage leader. Geez, Down East is all over that wall, and Swan, for whatever reason, decides not to push the 16. You're trying to catch up to the lead pack cars. I don't know why you wouldn't just push the 16, but alright. You know what the problem is here? I'm getting to, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from some of these guys, because I'm also a fellow racer. I've done a lot in this league for racing, because I've raced with these boys for a long time. And as a racer, when I see certain mistakes that people are making and certain things that drivers are doing, I don't like it. New fastest lap is a 105.1, set by Justin again. The fastest lap in stage 1 was a 105.5, and now in stage 2 it's a 105.1. Sorry for my silence there, I'm just really thirsty at the moment. Whoa, Frank's going to dive low. He's going to be really slow right in front of Pudge. He's going to try to get out of Pudge's way. Pudge is going to rocket right by him. Right now the leaders are mostly separated. Now again, I'm not sure if we're going to need any green flag pit cycle at the moment. Yeah, looking through the field, Van Gogh and Lone are currently back in 8th and 9th. I think they both just fell off after that last restart. Down East was up in 3rd or 4th. I don't know what happened to him, but now he's back in 7th. Clone, I think, has started to charge a little bit towards the front as he's up to 4th. Swan did get around Down East for 6th, and I do believe he's starting to drive away from him just a little bit. And Justin's going to be coming down pit lane. He's got 23 fuel remaining in that 24 car. You know what? He's the only car coming down pit lane, so let's see what he takes. Coming into lap either 19 or 20. No, yeah, lap 19, sorry. And he will take tires. Let's see how much gas he puts in this thing. He's getting that number on the left is the percentage full that his tank is. He only fills it to 62. Alright, he must be pretty confident with that number. Oh, now if a caution comes out, he'll be in prime position to go towards the front. So your top 5 right now, Fabi, Pudge in 2nd, Clone 3rd, Frank 4th, Swan in 5th. Now again, the top 4 people in Cup points right now, conveniently, is Swan, Fabi, Clone, and Pudge. So basically, the top 4 guys in points are all in the top 5 right now, which is pretty wild. But again, Swan finishing dead last in Stage 1, that is going to hurt his points, trust me, because I think Fabi might have finished 2nd place in that stage. So yeah, whenever we run points after this race, that's going to be fun to see how that turns out. Frankie's now coming down pit lane. He had 12% gas remaining. Down East is going to follow him. So I do believe this is the pit cycle officially starting under green. And this should be the last pit stop that these boys need to make it to the end. I would hope. Fabi is... And actually, he's already done that, I just noticed. A 104.9 on the bottom left of the corner, or the screen there. Clone, I just saw... Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but Clone is up to 2nd place in that 3 car. So right now, Haas running 1-2. Swan's back in 4th, and Justin's back in 7th because he pitted early. Now the question is, when do these leaders start coming down pit lane? Fabi's going to come this time. Does Clone follow him? Yes, he will. Pudge is going to follow him. All of the main leaders are coming down pit lane. Let's see if Swan follows them. Oh, yeah. So all of the main leaders will pit this time. Let's see if anybody tries to stay out, maybe go on a different strategy. Nope, Lone's going to follow them. Van Gogh's going to be the oddball out. He's going to stay out and try to lead a lap or 2 in that 42 car. You see the massive array of drivers on the left side that are pitting. I believe that's Justin back there coming out of the final corner now. Wow. Oh, we're going to look back here for a second. We're going to look back at Justin. We're going to go inside car camera because that's the gap. He was up to 2nd place before the pit cycle started, and now he is back in 5th place. Well, again, Van Gogh hasn't pitted yet either, so that'll change whenever he eventually comes down. Jeez, that looks wicked coming through there with that camera. Now, if I had to guess, I could be wrong, but I do believe... Oh my... Justin's brake pedal just ceased to exist there for that corner. Pudge is going to go by. Justin's car is still wicked unstable. I do believe Van Gogh should come down the pits this time. So this right here is going to be the battle for the lead. Actually, why don't we look up at the old boy up there in the lead. And no! How is Van Gogh staying on the track this long? I mean, to give him credit, he's leading laps. They don't mean much in this series, but dear God. So yeah, every car behind Van Gogh is now pitted. Looking back here, these 3 right here, it's a little cluster of Haas cars. They're starting to group up. Again, unless caution comes out, I do believe somewhere in this little group of 3, this is where the stage winner is going to come from. Again, all 3 of these Haas boys, they are currently in the top 4 in points. Or no, actually, these guys are in the top 3. What am I talking about? So every point matters. Looking up at Van Gogh, he's way off pace right now. I think he's either fuel saving or he's just trying to make it back to the pit lane. He might be close to running out. He might have run that sucker dry. And we're going to see whenever he comes down pit lane how low he is. I do believe he's out right there, folks. I do believe Van Gogh is out, and he's going to drift to pit lane. Yep, there it is, 0. Ran that car dry to the bone. Dear Lord, Van Gogh wanted to go out there and lead some laps, and he did that, but going to pit lane dry, that's insane. So he's going to fall to last. Clone is going to take the lead up here. I think I put the camera on Van Gogh a little bit too long there. Clone has not won a stage in the Cup Series for quite some time. I forget when the last stage win came. But again, Clone has 2 victories in the Cup Series, both of them coming from Season 2. So literally, Clone has not been to victory lane for the Cup Series in 2 whole seasons. And then I do believe Fabi has 2 Cup wins as well. Fabi won the Daytona 500 of this season, and then he also won a race at Blue Moon B back in Season 3. And then back there in third, Swan also has 1 race victory in this series. He won, I think it was a couple weeks ago, over at Maggiore. Actually, I say a couple weeks ago, I think that was actually last week. I could be wrong on that, but yeah. All these top 3 boys, they've definitely experienced victory lane. Clone hasn't seen victory lane in the longest, so he would definitely like to try to return there today. Again, Stuart Haas has really fielded some fast cars. They've always been a good team here, but also RFK, they've always been a good team here too, so they've been the prime competition. Fabi's not going to go anywhere. Fabi's giving Clone a little bit of a bump to the bumper there. There will be 2 laps to go, coming to the line this time. And again, we're in a position now where if a caution comes out now or before the white flag, that will end the stage. And I can't lie, do I think Clone can outdrive Fabi? Yes, I do. However, I think Clone has a lingering thought in his mind right now. You know what? If a caution comes out, it wouldn't really hurt me that much. Fabi gets into the wall hard coming out of that corner. He gets out of Swan's way. Swan's going to go up to second, and now Clone has that much of a gap to Swan. 7/10, it's obviously going to drain a little bit here. Swan's going to get into his draft. That just took Fabi out of contention to win this stage. I'm not sure what the heck happened there. I think he got loose and he just overcorrected it. I think this is going to be a pretty good battle for the stage win. Pudge is back there lurking. If these guys do something wrong, Pudge is going to pounce. Looking up at the track display, most of the arrows are single file. Actually, they're all spaced out big time, so this is the biggest pack of cars we have here up for the lead. Again, Clone's running the Busch Light Patriotic 3 car on that Dodge Intrepid. Again, I love the cars in this league so much. We have the Chevy SS, Chevy Camaro, we have the next-gen looking Ford Mustang, we have the Dodge Charger, we have the Dodge Intrepid. So many cool cars. As the lead to Swan is now 1.2 seconds, 1.34. I think Swan got into the wall. Clone is in a great spot right now. 1 lap to go for stage 2. And I'm just going to check something real here. I have the Cup stat sheet in front of me. Let's see. Season 3, Season 4. Yeah, Clone has not won a race or a stage since Season 2. In Season 2, Clone won 2 races and 2 stages. And after that, he hasn't done anything in Seasons 3 and 4. But right now, a 3-second gap to Pudgy in second place. I'm not sure what happened to these Haas cars. Yeah, I do know what happened to Fabi. Fabi is out of gas coming across the bridge. I hope Clone has enough to make it because he's on that Haas fueling map. Oh boy. Coming out of the final corner, this is history in the making, folks. Clone has not won a stage since Blue Moon B in Season 2, but he's going to win the stage here in the Myler's famous T250. Oh my god, is Pudge out? Is Swan out? Who the heck is out of gas? Oh my god! I think Pudge was out. Swan was trying to chase him down. Frank comes home 4th. Justin is out. Fabi is out. Van Gogh is coming. All right, now here's the thing. We're going to have to check the results of this race because some people will not officially finish because we have a race finish timer and it basically ends the event before it's actually over. Lone is out. Fabi's out. Pudge ran out coming to the line. I'm not sure if Swan ran out. All right, so obviously both of these guys, they would just coast to the line. So actually, yeah, these will be the official results. Oh my, dude, this track is nuts. I think we just had a record number of cautions so far in one race. We've had record number of cars running out coming to the start-finish line to finish a stage. And then Clone's going to win this stage. Oh my god, so now Clone has won 3 stages all-time in his Cup Series career. And he finally wins a stage in a Dodge Intrepid. I know that's something he's always wanted to do. And Lone is going to very slowly just drift over the start-finish line. Okay, it is 9 o'clock, and this race is not over. And in fact, there's a whole stage to go! Make sure I save that. Here are your race results. Fastest lap going to Swan with a 104.9. Both him, Pudge, and I think Fabi. Where's Fabi? Yeah, all 3 of them ran 104.9, so their cars are pretty even, actually. Lone Wolf bringing up the back there, but dear Lord, man, that was a pretty decent stage, actually. All right, so I'm going to throw up these results. We're going to take our stage break. Hopefully it's not too long, because we need to get this race finished here. But, yeah, that was a pretty fun finish to that stage, minus the 10 caution laps that we started it with, but hope y'all are enjoying. Hope y'all are having a good Monday so far. And hey, if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel and switch that notification bell on so you'll get notified every time we live stream these races. And we will be right back for the start of Stage 3. Alright, y'all, we're back, about to start the final stage, and as you can see here, the rain for this track can be determined with the weather settings in the lobby, and right there is rain in the forecast. So, somewhere around like middle of the stage / right before middle of this stage, there will be some rain, confirmed, so this is gonna get fun! Alright, just waiting on the boys to start the race here. Should be in a minute or two. Couple updates. Hud's parked because he was feeling really sick. Downey's had to hop off because of what he's doing off the track, so yeah, he can't finish the race either, but Downey's is kind of more of a part-time driver than full-time, but he'll still be scored fully for this race, as will Hud's. Oh, I cannot wait to see some rain racing. It will be the first race this season that has rain in it. For FES this past Saturday, we had weather where it could rain. That's normally how we do it at these tracks, so it's basically up to the game if it rains or not. But there's definitely some confirmed rain in this one, and it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see it. Now, again, we don't do it like real-life NASCAR, because I think real-life NASCAR, they do a thing where they throw a caution out so drivers can change tires when it starts raining. We don't do that here. You just have to time the pit stop right with where the rain is on the radar. Alright, and here we go. Cars are on track. They are ready to go. Again, we had a similar situation in stages 1 and 2 where to start the stages, they just... I don't know, man. They were having problems getting going. They had countless cautions, tons of grouped up problems in turn 2. You had people that were dive bombing turn 2, trying to hop up in front of a train of leaders even though they were going probably 20 to 30 mile an hour slower. But yeah, all these boys got to do is just get it going and keep it going. So, a couple of notes here. Clone winning that stage. Fabi, oh my dear God, Fabi finished 7th, Swan finished 3rd. I'm telling you, man, the points are going to take a big jump today. because Clone will also get a playoff point with that stage win. Pudge took a second in stages 1 and 2. That'll help him out. The biggest thing today is Swan finishing last in stage 1. That is going to be insane to see how that plays out. And again, the rain is confirmed coming at some point in this stage. Because drivers don't know what lap it's going to be on. All they have at their disposal is a radar system. Yeah, just a huge congratulations to Clone, man. He's been working so hard at trying to get back into a competitive form, just find the speed where he can. Here's a funny fact for you. He has been on Stewart-Haas since like a couple of weeks into Season 3. That is Clone's first stage win ever for Stewart-Haas. I just realized that, and that's actually kind of a crazy stat. But yeah, Justin and Clone are your stage winners. One of them's going to try to see if they can win again today. Clone goes right, Swan's going to file in behind him. You got Pudge and Frank in the left lane. I like this. I know we had tons of cautions in stages 1 and 2, but I think this is gonna get good here, especially with that rain. The rain is gonna be the equalizer. You have to change everything. You have to change how you drive. I'm definitely nervous about it. And here they come, 35 laps to settle it. They've already run 50, we're gonna make it a total of 85. Going down to the start-finish line, green flag is out. Pudge is gonna get a really good push from Frank. Clone's trying to stay on his door to pull him back. Frank is looking to go low. He thought better of it. He falls off the pace a little bit now because of that move. Pudge is staying low. He has nowhere to go. Justin's now to the inside and the back. Clone got a great run out of that corner. It looks like everybody's fine coming through there. Going hard into these S corners. Swan's up to second. Fabi's up to third. Oh, Pudge tried to get inside of the 43. That's not going to work. All over the 43's bumper. Lone's making a charge up to 4th place, too. Pudge got really loose out of that corner. And they're coming through the track good. I mean, it's looking pretty good right now for these boys, actually. Man goes in the back. Justin fell in the back. I think he was in like 3rd or 4th to start this stage. Clone's going to lead the first lap of this final stage here. Go green for a while in this stage, especially with the rain coming, because if these guys have to deal with green flag racing with the rain, alright, it's going to be a show. Sending it deep into this corner. Swan's trying to stay with the 3-car. Clone actually gained a little bit of time out of that corner. Looking in the back here, looks like Frank is trying to dive below the 43. He almost clipped the 43's bumper right there. Clone's going to power by on the outside. Frank is cooking that corner. Lone is cooking that corner. They are going way to the outside when they don't have to. Looking in the back, Van Gogh's just bringing up the rear still. I think he's just... Van Gogh's having problems. He stayed out to lead some laps during that one pit cycle, and then he just never was able to recover. There's a car in the wall. I think that's the 43. There's another car trying to go to the inside of him. It is Frank. Frank got really loose trying to go inside the 43. He will make the pass still. That was an insane move. And after the first full green flag lap of this stage, the fastest lap goes to Pudge with a 1:05.3. Once again, Haas is still holding 1, 2, 3, RFK 4, 5. Petty is back in 6th and 8th. They are so close to each other as Pudge is going to spin coming through that corner. Pudge is just sitting there and he ain't moving. Oh my God. Alright, he's fine. Caution's out. I cannot believe that was not way worse than what it should have been. Pudge was just... I think he was shocked that he was just sitting there, so he just let the guys go by before moving. Alright, pit road will open this time. Now again, whenever they're driving, they have a bottom right display that they can adjust on their screens. That's where they can actually display the radar. Now you can't have the radar showing all the time because you need to watch stuff like your traction and your fuel mileage and all that stuff, but these guys are probably watching that radar because they know rain's coming, they just don't know when. Pit road's open, we'll see who comes down, see if anybody tries to stay out and pull some wicked strategy like Down East did. And no, I do believe everybody's going to come down pit lane this time. Out of all the drivers, Swan and Justin are tied with the best fuel mileage. Clone is right behind them. Looks like nobody's going to take tires yet, obviously it's way too early. Coming out of the pits, Clone actually won the race off pit road, so he will hold the lead. He's looking in the back there. I think Lone and Pudge took some tires. Sucks. I can't show the info. I can't show their team info like tire wear and fuel and all that, but I should have looked back at them because I did not see if they changed their tire compound, because that's the only reason I think they would change tires is if they were changing their compound. So let me take a quick look back. I might be able to see if they did or not. Just trying to see when they went down pit lane. Alright, this should show me. So they came out of pit road. Oh no, they stuck with softs, okay. Well, that's interesting then. These back two boys actually changed tires. And they only ran like 2 or 3 laps on that run, but hey, I guess you're near the back anyways, might as well try something. You see what Pudge is doing here? I guarantee you he's going to do a lot more of that whenever the rain comes today. I'm going to go to the leader and I'm going to... Alright, so looking at this camera with the outside car, you see all these clouds around here? Yeah, it's getting really cloudy. I think that rain's going to hit a little sooner than these people are thinking. Because the big rain is supposed to come sometime before halftime of this stage, so around, what would that be, lap 18? So a little bit before lap 18, somewhere in that ballpark is when it could start raining. Now it's still up in the air, so it could rain at any time, and they have to be ready for it. Coming down to the start-finish line, Justin and Clone on the front row. Here we go. Decent push from the right lane. Frank got a good push initially, but then he just fell off a little bit. Outside line is locked together. Pretty even restart. Justin's still holding the inside. They're going to fall off a Clone pretty quickly. Justin's going to go to the lead. Swan's up into the wall. They are 3 wide in the back there. Van Gogh dives low. He's still going to make it 3 wide. They're still 3 wide. Ain't no way this is going to end well. So many cars just backed off of the pace there to make sure nothing happened. Very commendable by those guys. Clone is still in second place. Coming through the escorts, he's getting just a little bit loose. He's trying to chase Justin back down. Swan is right behind him to try to make a move. A lot of cars close together here as Fabi's back here trying to battle Frank. Pudge is back here in 6th place. I'm going to go a little inside car camera with the 2 cars. There's a car up in the wall up ahead. He is sideways. He's going to get spun around. And oh my god, that was really, really scary from this in-car camera. That was, let's look back. I think that was maybe Fabi. Fabi and Clone. Oh man, 2 of the Haas boys got taken out and go to the back. Well, that's a rotten shame, but hey, it's racing. It happens. Alright, and it's still starting, it's really getting cloudy around here. Now, you might see me scrolling through the cameras coming up soon, because that's where I'll be able to really tell if it's raining. I mean, it's hard to tell from these trackside cameras, but if I go to an in-car camera and I see rain on the windshield, that'll help me a little bit better. And I don't know how long this live stream's been up. Oh, it's been up 2 minutes, or 2 minutes. Yeah, we've been live for 2 minutes. Thank you all for joining us for these 2 minutes. It's been up for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Had a lot of cautions, lots of close quarter racing. Again, that big pile up in turn 2 in stage 1, that was one of the wildest wrecks I've ever seen. Oh, let's see if they do a pit cycle or a choose cone this time. I'm not sure which they'll do. And they're staying single file. I do believe they're going to come down the pits, and with the way these clouds are looking, it might start raining really soon, so we're going to keep an eye out on the tire compounds on the driver list. Might be a really good time to just anticipate rain coming and just make sure you have the tires correct. Oh, the wipers are on. Is it raining? Going first person here. I'm not seeing any rain on the track quite yet, but I do believe it is starting. I can hear it. Oh, I see some drops on the windshield. All right, it is raining, folks. Oh, I see it on the cameras now. It is raining big time. Look at it pouring down on the track. Justin stayed out on the track with soft tires. Trust me, I don't think that's a very good idea at the moment, but then again, Swan, intermediates, lone wets, Vincent with the intermediates. Fabi's going to take tires. Okay, there's tires that are all over the place right now. Fabi stayed on softs. Okay, I'm so confused. There's at least 4 to 5 cars that are still on soft tires. There's 2 on intermediates, 1 on wets. Okie dokie. So yeah, I'm going to try to keep my eye on the soft tire cars because obviously the track is going to get wet very fast. Those guys must have seen something on the radar that we can't see because I don't know about that. So Justin leading, Frank second, Pudge third, Swan fourth, Lone fifth. And just a absolutely wild race, lots of cautions. But now that this rain is starting, this is where the racing is going to get really interesting. It looks like the rain might have actually stopped. That might have just been a little sprinkle on the track. Huh. Frankie dives right, Pudge goes with him. It doesn't look like there's any rain out there right now. It actually looks pretty dry. Alrighty, well, at the moment the track's dry and it's going to stay dry for a while. It's going to have to be raining and torrential downpour for a while to get it really wet. Coming out of the final corner, here we go to the restart. Justin is your control car, but Frank's got a really heavy pusher in him behind him. Pudgy's going to try to push Frank to the lead. RFK teammates, and here we go. Green flag is out. Every team watching that radar really closely. Again, you better watch some of these cars' pace because some of them are not on soft tires. And with this track still being dry, it's going to be wild to see how these other tires race with the softs. Just punches. Oh my god! Huge contact in the back. Everybody's still straight. Frank got the lead over the 24 car. Yikes. It's funny, I'm watching the cars as much as I'm trying to just look around for rain. Hona's back up to third. Everybody's still good and straight. Pudge trying to get under the 3 car. Won't be able to get there this time. Frank's trying to gap the 24 if he can. And again, Frank is still a new guy to the NFRL, a new guy to RFK Racing, certainly. He's been in contention to win a lot of races so far this season. He did win one in FES, but he hasn't really been able to put a full race together, and he's definitely trying to reverse that tonight. It is so cloudy around here. Those mountains are starting to disappear because I'm pretty sure it's raining over there. Lone comes down pit lane with those wet tires on. He might be changing those back to something else. We'll be able to see it on the player list. Not sure who that was, but he saved it. That was Frankie, sorry. Frankie's going to hop back in line behind the leaders. Pudge is now... Oh, look at Clone going to the inside of the 24 car. Door to door for the lead. Here we go, folks. The 2-stage winners battling for the lead. Clone's trying to get there. Justin's going to power down on the inside. He overshoots the corner. Pudge cooks it too. Clone's trying to get around him on the outside. He's going to get loose. He's going to correct it into the wall. Pudge is there too. Pudge is actually going to push Clone to the lead, and Pudge is going to take himself to second place. Justin just got passed by both of them. Dear Lord. Pudge into the wall. He got loose. He almost didn't save it, but he will save it. Because of that wall, Pudge goes back to 5th place. Justin is going to just absolutely blow right by Clone on the inside and take the lead back. I'm still worried about this weather, man. Because if it rains for a long period of time and this track gets wet, they're going to have to wait for a dry line to develop in the track. Coming through the S corners, Fabi's he's really aggressive with that braking line in that 4 car. Clone's just trying to stay with that 24 car. Coming through the tunnel, gaps are still about the same. Again, as we look away from these leaders for a second, wow, dear God. Pudge and Frank are getting really, they're battling back here. Pudge is going to go right by Frank to take over 4th. Fabi's really slow in front of him. Pudge! Yeah, that just happened. Pudge is in 3rd. Very well earned by him. Clone is on Justin's bumper. Clone wants to get around him, but he's going to work with him for now to try to get these boys away from the rest of the guys. Sorry about that silence again. Whenever I go silent like that, I'm just taking a drink. Pudge is currently 2,000ths purple on his fastest lap, which currently is still the fastest lap of the lobby. Still ain't got no rain falling, and correction, we do have rain falling now. Clone's gonna dive it into pit lane. Pudge is gonna stay out. Yeah, so I'm not sure if staying out here was the best decision, because now with the rain starting, this is gonna be big. So Pudge is still on soft tires. Now, if you watch the driver list on the left, you better believe all of those tire compounds are going to be changing. Let's see what we got. Starting up front, intermediate. Well, Clone took intermediate, then intermediate, and Frank went with wets. Frank being a little bit safer because he thinks the rain might last a little bit longer and it might get really wet out here on the track. I'm real nervous about Pudge right now because, again, this is going to be a close call. If it gets too wet, man, those slicks, they're not going to do anything for him. See how slow he's going? This might really hurt him. Now, again, Pudge is one of the best wheelers in this league. He really knows how to wheel a race car, but slick tires on a wet track. Oh, yeah, he's just trying to nurse that baby back to pit road. Yeah, I think he's coming just a little bit too late. Now Swan back here. Swan's in the lead. He's on intermediate tires. Again, all these boys took intermediate tires, but I don't know, man. That track's starting to look pretty wet out there. Let's see what Pudge takes. Pudge is going to take some gas here. I mean, you might as well fill up at this point. Swan's coming into the pit lane with intermediates. I think everybody might come down to the pits and take wets. Yep, Pudge is going to come out with wet tires. Look at that rain on his windshield. Holy crap. Clone still has intermediate tires on. Pudge is actually going to still be pretty close to the lead with Swan coming down pit lane. If you look on the left side with the driver list, you see those intermediate tires there. They should change to wets because, holy God! Yeah, I think Clone is now starting to realize that he should have taken wets. I didn't see what Swan exited with. I'm pretty sure it was wets. Van Gogh has wets. Yeah, this is gonna... I think this is gonna get a little dicey for the 3 car. He might have to pit and lose this lead. Yeah, Clone has no brakes. Those intermediate tires were not the right choice. We're still green. Oh my dear Lord in heaven. Are we still green? I don't know if we're still green, actually. It looks like we're actually under caution. I'm not sure if Clone called a yellow right there. I'm gonna have to check up on that. Alright, I'm just checking here. Yeah, as you can see, the rain is just barreling down this track right now. Pit road is open. Some of these guys might need to come and make some adjustments. Pudge and Clone will both be coming down. Pudge had the correct tires on there. I'm not really sure why he's coming down. So now with all of that, let's see who else stays out and who else comes down pit lane. Swan's gonna come down as well. Lone might follow them. Yep, Lone's gonna follow too. Oh, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I'm not really sure where Van Gogh's going at the moment. In fact, I'm really not sure where Van Gogh's going. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on right now. I'm up in the booth just baffled and confused. Alright, so Justin leads, Fabi's in second, Frank is in third. Again, once we complete lap 18, it'll be halfway for this final stage. Right now we are at 2 hours and 20 minutes. I would not doubt if this was the first 3-hour race of the NFRL. But again, hope y'all are enjoying it. Y'all that came by tonight to watch it live, I appreciate y'all very much for doing so. Also appreciate anybody that watches these videos on demand after the fact. Alright, it's hard to see these cars out there, but they are coming down to a restart. Looks like it's Justin and Fabi on the front row. I'm literally zooming in so I can see. Lost a frame rate a little bit here. Lost a frame rate here. And green flag is out. I don't know who that is diving to the inside. I don't know who that was diving to the inside. I think it was Pudge. Pudge just passed everybody at the cost of somebody spinning around in the back. Van Gogh's having trouble. Pudge just rocketed to the lead. Fabi is going back around for the lead. I think Pudge knew he did something just a little bit wrong there. He gave the spot back, but he's still in full contention. This just looks absolutely wild right now. Just checking these cars here. Yep, the rain is still falling. I think it's starting to let up a little bit. But again, now the track is just soaked. 9 car has no brakes. I'm not sure if he has no brakes or if he just got pushed. Pudge's car looks really unstable there. Again, that's a dangerous spot right there, coming from the dry pavement in the tunnel to the wet track. Gee, my God, Pudge, what is wrong with you? We are literally under green flag racing there, bud. You might want to just try to hold a line. And that does not mean drift a line. Again, I wish I could see speed trackers right now, but they're if you could see the pace of them right now compared to the dry track. Like, Fabi just ran a 120 lap time when the purple time is a 105.3. Fabi is really close to the outside wall right there. Oh my God, cars are getting wicked sideways, just trying to hold a line. Lone is up by the wall. You can barely see anything at this angle. You can just see a bunch of headlights coming at you. I hope y'all are enjoying this, because again, this is the first ever rain race for the NFRL that I've ever commentated. We've done rain racing in the past in a couple of events, but it was way back before I was considering doing this. Dear God, the lead to Fabi is now 1.4 seconds. I think Pudge made up about 3 to 4 tenths in that section alone. One thing we know about Pudge, he is definitely one of the better rain racers in this league. I don't know, man. RFK just, they have a way of really setting up cars good in the rain. Pudge up in the wall a little bit. Gap to Fabi is slowly starting to fall a little bit. Looking back to the field. Now we have a lot of traffic back here in a bunch. Lone's leading this pack. Lone's going to try to get around him in the 3 car. Swan's right behind them in the draft. Door to door right there for the 4th place spot. Or actually 3rd place. Lone is just dooring him down the track. Frankie's coming to pit lane. I'm not sure what's wrong with his car. Ah, Lone and Clone! Lone spins around hard coming out of that corner. That should be a yellow flag. I think it'll be anyways. Looking up at the leaders. Yep, that is a caution. I think Lone kept his foot in it and never lifted, just trying to keep up with the 3 car, and then that just... game over there. Alright, pits will open this time. As just looking through the cars here. I do believe the rain has stopped. Just trying to look around a little bit. Yeah, I think it stopped. Alright, and with that, that's the only rain that we'll be getting for the race, I do believe. We might have a couple more sprinkles here and there, but with that being said, the track is soaked, and now we should slowly start the drying process, especially if the sun comes back out before this ends. That could really help the track dry off. Alright, we're going to go green this time. Sorry that I went silent for that pit cycle. I was just grabbing another drink. Thirsty. It's kind of hard to see right now because it's still cloudy, but there is a dry line forming on the track. And now, I did see that most of the drivers kept their wet tires on, so they're not quite ready to try going back to intermediates. Clone's going to dive right. Looks like Fabi's going to line up with him. Pudge is going to get lined up with his RFK teammate again. This is going to be a crazy process because even with a dry line on the track, that does not mean you can immediately go back to soft tires. As you see right there, the bottom half looks like it's starting to dry off a little bit, and the top half is still soaked. So yeah, all these guys got to really consider what they're doing with their tires. And there's nothing to do now. You can't just... We ain't got no track drying equipment here. This is all just... Racers got to do it. Alright, coming down to the start-finish line. Green flag is out. Huge push from Pudge in the left lane. Frank is going to get rocketed to the lead. There is a car around in the back. It is Swan in the 44. We're going to go in-car camera here with Frank. Actually, we're going to go with Pudge. We're going to listen to hear if a caution is called. Pudge is going to go around Frank for the lead. They are staying green for now. Looks like Swan and Justin got together. No, caution is out from that. Well, this is going to be a fun post-race interview with whoever wins this race. I am going to try to do something. I'm going to try to go through some of our live streams from this season for any series, and I'm just going to try to make a live promo video and show some of the big moments that happened in these races. The biggest one being that all-car pileup in turn 2 of this race, because that was just insanity. I do believe they're going to open pit road this time, and I did see something interesting on Pudge's car. He was scored the winner last week, and he does have a win sticker on that car now. I think everybody is driving high to try to help that portion of the track dry off if they can. Alright, only the back guys are going to come down pit road. Wow, Swan actually had soft tires on. Okay, well, now I know what happened there. And it looks like he didn't take... Did he just not change tires? Oh my lord, there's just all kinds of problems happening here. Okay, so I didn't even see what tires Clone had when he came out of the pits. But if he had softs on... Oh my, you're really telling me that these back two guys have soft tires on right now with this track? Oh my lord, I'm gonna check to spun out of there. I'm pretty positive he has softs, but dear god. Alright, I'm just checking the replay of that pit stop. Well, Swan already had softs, that makes sense. Clone had intermediates on, and he switched to softs. A bold strategy call by those two Haas boys. But Pudge and Frank lead right now. RFK running 1-2. Now you have strategies all over the place for this race. You got the back boys running soft tires, the treads, or the no treads. You got the front boys are all running wets or intermediates. They want the grip in the wet track. Now again, the quicker the track dries off, the quicker that the soft tire guys are going to be able to pick up speed. But like, I mean, I guess that racing line is starting to get a little dry, I guess. I don't know which strategy was right here. I mean, both of them I think were a little wacky. I would probably stick with intermediates because I don't think that track is quite dry enough to do soft tires yet. And here's the thing, you're on soft tires, if you remotely touch the wet section, you're done. Swan literally died on that restart. He didn't make it 2 feet and he just spun out. Coming down to the restart. Green flag is out. Frank gave Pudge every piece of speed he had. Van Gogh dives to the inside. He's going to try to get around Fabi. Pudge actually is going to go to the lead because of that hit from Frankie. A couple of those boys are way on the outside up in the wet section. Not sure if I would be up there unless you have the proper tires. Pudge looks like he's getting really loose on the inside. Lone is up to second place. Here he comes in that 43 car. Oh boy, now it's really wet up there on the top. You got to be careful. Fabi just got dead stopped up there in the wet section. Everybody's still fine. We stay green. And never mind, we have a caution. Here we go again. Is that the sun? Oh, look at that! The sun's starting to poke through them clouds. Alrighty. That should really help the track drying now. Now, here's one thing about this game that I don't really understand. The fact that there's a dry line that forms on the track, that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen on a racing game like this. But I think the preferred line that the game has set up becomes dry. It doesn't really matter where the cars drive, but like the line on the track dries where the preferred line is. So like all day these cars have been running the outside of this turn right here, and yet the bottom is dry. That's the only thing I kind of wish wasn't a thing. I wish that the track would dry off wherever the cars go and not just on where they should go. Alright, so lots of cars coming down pit road this time. I do believe majority of the boys are going to switch to soft tires this time, even though the track is still way wet out there. Justin and Fabi stay out. Yep, he's changing tires. Do believe, yeah, Clone and Swan are just going to take some fuel and top off. Oh my god, here we go again with this pit exit crap, dear lord. Y'all need to be really careful. Lone spins it out coming across the wet section. Jeez. Yeah, the track's drying off though, and the sun is coming back out. Right there you see a big glance of the sun. And now right here you can really see that dry line forming. And once these guys start going full speed, start getting some heat in the tires, it should really help. Everybody's going to run in that high line right now to try to see if they can dry any of the track off. Pudge is just going to drift away back there. We are currently approaching 2 hours and 40 minutes for this live stream. When they cross the line this time, there will be 13 laps to go. And again, a lot at stake. You can get 5 playoff points towards your playoffs if you win one of these races. You got Justin and Clone as the stage winners earlier in this race. Wow, you got Fabi, Pudge, and Lone lined up in the right lane. Everybody else goes left. Frank is back there at the back of the left lane. I'm shocked he didn't go with Pudge. Alright. I'm nervous about this. You see that? Man, you saw the water shoot off of the 24 car. Fabi is awfully brave for even thinking about going up there in the wet with those soft tires on. Alright, here we go. Track is slowly starting to dry off. 13 laps to go to settle the Milo's famous T250. Green flag is out. Car got bottled up at the start there. I think the 24 car didn't get going as much as he should have. Swan's trying to push. Pudge is trying to push the issue. He's staying low. Oh, they're 3 wide for second. Oh god, this is not good. Swan backed all the way out of that. Fabi's just stuck in the wet track still. This is going to be the thing. Oh yeah, these guys are going to go low because they can't afford to go up in the water, and that is why right there. Pudge is going to go by for the lead. That will be a caution flag. We have a huge pile up in the back here. Frank, Fabi, Clone. Again, the front cars were smart. They dove low and stayed on the dry section. It's what you have to do right now. You have to wait until that outside portion dries off, which again, the sun being out will help with that. It's just going to take a while. Alright, so Pudge leads now. That shuffled a few of the front runners up. Fabi was near the front. Actually, Fabi was one of the front cars on that last restart. Now he's back in 7th. He went a little too far to the outside, coming through that long winding turn 1. And then once he hit that one puddle at speed, I think it kind of just made his car loose and he just couldn't get it back straight again. So now you can see on the inside of this racing line, it looks like the dead inside of it is starting to become almost fully dry. This is a big dynamic to racing that we really have never seen before in the NFRL. On a live stream, that is, like on a stream that I'm commentating. So many cars are coming down pit lane. Pudge, Van Gogh, Clone, and Frank will stay out. The other 5 will come down, or sorry, the other 4. Fabi is still on intermediate tires. What? I do believe he's changing that now. Well, that's odd. Because I saw him go, oh god, Lone is just, yep, Fabi! Yeah. Oh my god. I don't want to laugh at people, but this is humorous to me. Holy crap. But yeah, I should have realized that when Fabi took that outside wet lane on that last restart, I didn't question why he wasn't spinning out, but yeah, that's why. He didn't have soft tires. But now he does. I do believe the entire field has soft tires now. Everybody's just hoping and praying right now that that sun stays out. Oh, something a little off topic. I don't know if any of y'all play Monopoly Go out there, but it is one of those just addictive mobile games that it's like, All you do really is press a button, and you just have to run your Monopoly board, but that crap is addictive as ever. And yeah, literally, last night, me and my friend Saray, I've mentioned her a few times, we played that until pretty late at night, trying to get some objectives done, and man, we pushed so hard, and we were actually able to get what we needed done, and I couldn't have done it without her help, so shout out to her for that. So, Pudge and Frank once again are lined up. If you had to ask me, I think Pudge is a little bit of a better push car, although Frank gave Pudge a really good push last time. These guys should be a little careful about getting their tires up in the wet section, because that could make them lose a little bit of grip when they get to the line. Alright, 4x4, gonna have another restart. It is 5 of 10. Coming down to the start-finish line, green flag is out, and that is actually Vango lined up on the inside on that front left lane. I did not know that was Vango. I thought that was Justin. Okay. Oh, these guys are not going to have much room because they have to stay low. They cannot get in the water. I'm going to look back from Vango's car to see the cars. There is one car up. Fabi is in the water. He's trying to get out of it. He will save it. Just going to stay in this camera for now. Well, actually, yeah, we're going to stay in this camera and look back. Vango goes high into the water. He's going to fall off pace. Everybody is still straight. We stay green. Clone is now up to second. I hate using those cameras because they're not really realistic. Like in real life NASCAR, you don't have a camera that's like floating in front of the cars you can just look back with, but hey, we have those resources here, so why not use them? And Pudge finished second in both of the stages today. Clone won the second stage, and now these two are running 1-2 trying to battle for this stage finish. There will be 10 laps to go when they cross the line this time. Clone braked way too much through that. There's a car that's going to shoot up into the wall. Looks like that was Swan. He's going to fall way off pace. Is he alright? He's going to spin around. That's a yellow flag. Wow. Swan's going to fall to last. I'm not sure if Fabi was caught up in that. Now again, I do want to mention this because this is actually a really good time to bring it up. Having too many cautions, like, yeah, it sucks. We have a lot of laps like this where these cars are just, they're formed up, they're in formation running pace speed. It's not fun to watch, but we do things just like how real life NASCAR does it. We don't like to try to differ from that too much. Now, we do have a couple of different rules that we like running that IRL doesn't do, but cautions are just natural. It's part of NASCAR. We don't like changing how that's run. Now, there's other leagues out there that'll change that rule up a little bit, like they might change the requirements for what brings out a caution. And sometimes I've seen leagues out there that'll do things like they'll say multiple cars have to spin out in different incidents to call a yellow flag. So like right there, Swan spun out by himself. That, in a different league, that wouldn't have been a yellow. We would have had to wait until there's 2 or 3 other cars that spin out separately. That rule is just, that's just kind of comical to me. Because it means that whoever spins out is just screwed, and they have to hope that other people spin out with them. I have no idea what that juice cone was. Pudge looked like he tried to juke out Clone. I think he might have juked himself out, because I didn't know what lane he was choosing from up here. Alright, well, we're coming down to the finish of this here, folks. 9 laps to go across the line. And I really don't think these guys can make it to the end on this tank of fuel. I'm really curious when these guys are going to come down pit lane. Green flag is out. Here they go. Pudge is trying to get in front of the 3 car. He can't quite do it. He's not clear. Clone is holding the gap. Oh, he is clear! Pudge to the outside. He's going to get the lead back. So watching how much these guys push it down on the wet track. Clone's trying to get to the outside. Looks like he will. Is he there? I don't know. 9 cars around. Multiple cars. Huge pile up in the back. 3 different cars are spinning out. That is another yellow flag. I think they got too close to the wet section. Woof. Oh, geez. Fabi almost just T-boned Swan. That would have been bad. See, Swan is just fully in the gas and just spinning his tires trying to get it back on the dry section of the track. And again, there might be people out there that question why it's raining today and why we're racing in the rain. It's just different because a lot of our racetracks doesn't even have rain. This game is weird where there's only certain tracks in certain areas around the world that you can make it rain at. So yeah, we've been staying away from the rain for the last 2 whole Cup seasons. And yeah, now we're actually having some rain. So now, with this pit cycle coming up, I do believe this should put drivers in a position where they can make it to the end. Although, literally, just about everybody, well, no, 3 or 4 cars ran out coming to the checkered last stage. So I think everybody's going to want to try to make it to the end on this one. Pudge is coming down. Yep, every single car is coming down. I don't think anybody has any reason to stay off this time. Alright, so, with that pit cycle, let's see, when they come across the line, there's going to be, I think, 7 laps to go. 7 laps on 1 tank. Now, I didn't watch the last stage that closely to see how many laps these guys made it until they ran out. But, I mean, I would assume they could go 7 laps on a tank of gas. I mean, every team has a different transmission setup. They have different fuel mileage setups for their cars, so you can't go off of just one team or one car. They're all different, but I don't know. We're just going to have to watch and see what happens. How about Dodge today, man? They really fielded some speed here today. Dodge won stage 2, and they also took a 2nd place in stages 1 and 2. I'm not sure if we had Dodge last season. Actually, for Cup, I'm pretty sure we didn't. But yeah, ever since they came onto the Cup Series, RFK signed with them full-time. And also, Stuart Haas, they're not sticking with one manufacturer. They have a loose manufacturer rule where drivers can sign up with a different one if they want. They don't have to stay locked. They're Chevy by default, but Clone is the only Haas guy that's running a Dodge. That's why he's running the Intrepid. How about this? A Dodge front row. Dodge Charger and Intrepid next to each other. That's pretty cool. But alright, 7 laps to settle it. Let's see if these boys can get going. Maybe we can stay green for a little while here. Come to the line. Green flag is out. Also, I can't confirm this, but I may or may not be going live tomorrow for something that's in a different league. Again, that is not by any means confirmed, but I would just say keep an eye on my account and make sure the notification bell is on. Lone is just dooring his way. Pudge got to the inside of the 3 and just spun him out and clipped him. Multiple cars are spinning out. Oh my god, what the heck happened to Justin? Justin's loose. Frank is loose. We got multiple cars spinning around in the back. It is Fabi and Clone. Caution flag is out again, obviously. I am checking something right now because I do believe we actually will have a race violation of sorts to issue after this race. Alright, drivers are formed up. Again, I really don't think Pudge did that on purpose. I think Pudge was just trying to get to the inside of him, and then just with the lag and latency and all that bullcrap we have at this track, issues like that happen a lot more often around here, which it just sucks. Alright, now there will be 6 laps to go. Pudge and Justin on the front row. And here we go, coming down to the start-finish line. Mango gave Justin a decent push. Pudge is trying to stay at the inside of the 24 car. Oh, it's getting shaky up there. Pudge holds the lead. Lone's trying to go with him. Lone up to second place. How about that 43 car making a move for the front? See how far low they go to the inside. There's a car spinning in the back. I think that's, yep, once again it is Swan in the 44. And it's Fabi in the 4. Again, these Haas boys are having a lot of trouble adapting to this track right now. That is going to be yet another caution. Okay. Things are starting to get dicey. Things are starting to get a lot crazier around here because, again, this is one of the longest races we've ever done. This last stage could very well end up taking about an hour. And after all the cautions we had, oh, Lord. So now Lone Wolf in this 43 car, man. Once again, Petty just making a statement after they have been off pace for quite some time. He's going to go with Pudge to the inside. Clone's going to line up behind the 24 car. And it all comes down to this. There are only 3 cars lined up in the left lane. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. The sun is out. The track is... it's trying to dry, but there's only so much it can do. As we look at this camera here, the track looks mostly dry, but there's still some slick spots out there. You got to be careful. Now, 5 laps to go. Let's try this again. Green flag. Big push from the 43. Pudge is going to get to the lead. The 24 car is going to dive low to get behind the 2 car. Saw some smoke back there when they came by that one camera. Oh, and Justin got under Pudge. Almost clipped his bumper. Lone is now inside of Pudge. He's going to put him up into the wall. And there's cars spinning everywhere. The big one, part 2. At least 5 or 6 cars involved in this one. There are cars all over the place wrecking. Justin goes to the lead. He's going to hold it. I do not think Pudge is happy right now. Oh yeah, look at this. I'm going to go hood camera with the 2 car here. Actually, let's just go this camera. Outside camera spectating the 2. He is not happy with that move. Yeah, Justin literally got inside of him, took the lane from him, and just clipped him. Here's one thing I'm hoping for. I hope we don't have to go to a green-white. I mean, it could happen, but I'm hoping it doesn't. So this is your choose cone. Swan's going to line up on the lead here on the front row. All right, coming around the final corner. I hate that we keep having cautions, man, but everybody's just trying to get this race over with. Coming down to the green flag, there will be 4 laps to go. Trust me, Pudge is not happy with that 24 car. He's going to try to make the move early. He is going low. He's trying to get below the 24 car. It didn't work that time as the 24 blocked basically every lane. They're 3 wide in the back now as Swan's going to go out to the lead. Justin is still there to the inside. He is still there. Clone is really shaking because of this connection. Justin, dear God, he's trying to go low on the 44. Oh boy, oh boy. Pudge to the inside. He almost got to the 24's quarter panel. We all know what's going to happen if that happens. 43 car goes around, and I do believe that might be another caution. I'm not sure at the moment. That has to be a caution. Yeah, the flag's out again. Oh yeah, we are at 2 hours, 55 minutes. I keep checking this live stream time because I still can't believe how long this is taking. And again, post-race is going to be kept to an absolute minimum tonight. We're going to interview the winner, and then we're going to hop off stream because we are really doing it late tonight. Hope you all have enjoyed it. It's been a fun race nonetheless. Clone is now up on the front row, lining up besides Pudge. Got Justin and Pudge on the left. Got Fabi and Clone on the right. 3 Haas cars are lined up in the right lane. Boy, I'm getting nervous. Because these guys are pushing this hard and it's not even over yet. And again, y'all, I've commentated replays before where the replays, like the races have already happened and it's just a replay. This is not a replay. This is live. This is happening right now and this is all on the spot. So, hope y'all enjoy what we do here. Coming down to the start-finish line. Once again, Dodge front row. Green flag is out. Justin is going to try to go low. Pudge blocked that aggressively. Yeah, there's a few people right now that I don't think are very happy with Justin at all. And you better believe Pudge is not going to let that stand. Justin got really loose behind him. A lot of smoke back there with these cars trying to bump draft back there. Justin's trying to go low. Pudge is going to block it. They're still green. Everything's fine. Fabi is now to the inside of the 24, coming to the S corners. Oh no, Fabi backed off of it. He wasn't too aggressive through there. We are still green. I'm very happy to announce that. Man, oh man, that 24 car is wicked loose. He's so loose. Fabi's going to get by for second place. I tell you what, man, Pudge is in a really good spot right now. These guys have to go to the inside because the track is still way too wet on the outside of the corner. Some guys are drifting up there. They don't want to do that. Justin is wheeling that car really almost sideways through there. Pudge is going to lead this lap. 2 laps to go for the Milo's 250. Oh, trust me, I'm shaking in my booth chair right now. Guarantee you Pudge is doing the same. If there's a caution before we take the white flag, this will go to a green-white checkered officially. If not, if they make it back to the white flag, they more than likely will race it out completely. Oh God, Pudge goes to the outside up in the wet section. Justin literally just rode the wall up in the wet section to take the lead. You better believe Pudge is about to dive bomb it in there, maybe try to send the 24 out. He doesn't quite make it. Oh boy, Fabi got to Pudge's quarter panel. Oh, this is a tight battle here. If they make it back to the white flag, I'd be really shocked, but I think they're going to. Now again, these top two, they've roughed each other up almost the whole race. Justin's going to go all the way to the outside and try it. Pudge is still staying conservative up on the bottom. Lone tried the outside. He's going to get to the 2 car. Lone, I think, is going to push Pudge. Yep, he's going to push him. Coming down the front. Final lap, 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. This has been a crazy race to watch. And now since Justin used the high line in turn 2, you better believe Pudge is going to do that too. Pudge tried to go for a pass right there. It looks like he is going to try to do it. He's going to send it in there. Right in front of the 24. Pudge goes to the lead. The 24 is going to try to get it back around him. He's not going to get there this time. This is a battle, folks. Through the S corners. Justin's trying to go around to the outside. Oh, and Pudge just gave him a door into the grass. Gotta stay in front of him. Gotta stay in front of him. Pudge now has a huge gap to the 24. 24 car is getting loose. I think he's falling off of it. Oh, this might be it. I think Pudge is going to do it, folks. Oh, my God. Huge moment. Coming out of the final corner. Pudge is going to stay low in the dry. Justin's trying to go high and get the run. Oh, my God. Justin's going to have a shot at it. Coming out of the corner. Oh, no, he isn't, folks. Pudge is going to get his first official win of the Cup Series, and Pudge does it. Pudge will win the Milo's Famous T250. Oh, my Lord. It's his second official Cup Series win, but again, last week he got scored after a race ruling, but tonight, that is a genuine win for that 2 car. That race just ended really quickly, actually. Looking through the race results, that is your top 8. Oh my God, I can't believe he just pulled that off. Again, that 24 car roughed Pudge up the entire race. And yeah, he got revenge. He gave him a slight tap of the door through the S corners. 24 car shot off into the grass, and the 2 car takes it, man. Holy. Well, guess what, folks? This race is over. And you know what? I didn't think this race was ever going to be over. And I took these results down kind of quickly, but there are your results. Now, the reason I said we might have to look at something is I was hearing a crackling noise coming out of one of the cars. It might have been the 24. That means they have the anti-lag on their car, which that would be a failed post-race inspection. So I'm almost thinking the 24 car might not get that spot for finishing position. But yeah, that was an insane race. We're waiting on these boys to start up the burnout session here. Oh boy, just waiting on them to start it. I'm going to give Pudge his second to get out on track and go burn it down. I hope you all have enjoyed this, man. At the end of the race, we are officially over 3 hours. 3-hour live stream. Again, this is the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. We run 4 races, or we run 4 races a week, 4 different sanctioned series, and yeah. All right. And we'll pop in the chat here in a second, but yeah, that was just an insane finish. Yeah, man, you better believe that everybody that's still in the track, a lot of them just sent it to the pits and parked it, but yeah, these guys are going to be absolutely stunned and so happy for Pudge. Pudge has been working for this for so long, and he finally will get to take that 2 car to NFRL Cup Series victory lane. He has the record for runner-up finishes in Season 3 with 11 runner-ups. He had never won a race before. He got the win last week because of a late race ruling. That never feels as genuine as just crossing the line first and taking the checkered flag. And he finally does it in the Cup Series. Alright, let's get in there, y'all, because I am actually quite happy right now about this. That was awesome. Pudgy, my dearest friend, this is Formal Guy up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I got you loud and clear there, Big Hoss.
Alright, so I just got to lay out the story for everybody. Had a race last week. You ended up finishing, I think, 2nd or 3rd at the actual race results, and then all of a sudden, race review put you in victory lane. It didn't feel genuine. It was one of those things where, yeah, it was a win, but it didn't feel like you really deserved it at all, really, just because of the situation. Today, man, you purpled the lap, the fastest lap in Stage 3. You literally were up near the front all day. You battled with the rain, made all the right calls with the tires, and this is a full-on, genuine win. How are you feeling, brother?
It's RFK, baby. Tight battle between Haas guys and actually everybody. I think everybody made it to the front at least one time throughout all 3 stages. This number 2 Dodge, I mean, she's a tank, but I had help. I didn't do it all by myself. I had help from the 43, the 42, the 66, the 9 a lot. Even from your guys in Haas.
Well, obviously, after having the record number of runner-ups in one season in Season 3, a win was just, it was coming. It was going to happen eventually. And I know last week was a win, but this one just seems like it counts so much more. But I do want to point out a big thing that makes this win even more special to anybody out there that does not know. Pudge is, in fact, a member that serves in the U.S. Army for our great country. And on today of all days, one of our active people in the Army won a race on 9/11 with a full-blown 9/11 tribute car, just screaming patriotism in America on that car. that is just, if you ask me, that is a storybook ending to a race. And I would technically count this one as your first win. Like, it really isn't, but it kind of is. So that is just an amazing story to all of this. And how are you feeling now, knowing that you just won a race and you're probably going to be in the top 3 in points after today?
Real good, real good, real good. I'd like to ask my boy Frankie to come out here and burn it down with me.
Oh, you know something? I have multiple radios in here, so give me 1 second here. Let me dial this into a different channel. Frankie, this is Formal Guy up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. I'm just eating a couple Pop-Tarts at the moment.
That's something to have in the pit lane. Well, hey, just interviewed Pudge. Obviously, he's ecstatic about the win today, but I wanted to ask you, how are you feeling as a new guy to the NFRL in general, but also a new guy to RFK? They've been through more team members than the YMCA. How does it feel to be an active team member and really help your team owner get this win?
It feels great. It's exactly what I wanted, to be a part of a team, to be a proper member of a good functioning team as well. So it's really nice.
And hey, man, you were up there leading at some point too. I mean, you were really fast in the FES race, and I know that you already have an FES win under your belt, but I can easily tell that under Pudge's leadership, I think you're going to have at least one cup win coming very soon, judging by your speed. And I mean, how are you feeling right now just in general? I mean, you're on a fast team, you have a fast car each week, and you were on pace to make the playoffs as a rookie.
I'm feeling really good. I mean, I didn't exactly get the result I hoped tonight, but it's still really nice. Again, being on a great team like RFK, it's really nice.
Well, hey, man, just congrats to you. Pudge, I still got you on the wing here. Congrats to you for the win. This is one of the craziest wins I've ever seen. And also just a congrats to RFK, because they really showed speed today when Haas had 4 cars out there battling hard. You still showed up. You still showed that you're very much in this fight. And also, Pudge, I got one more question for you, actually. Before that, or after that one restart, I saw the 24 dive low on you and basically clipped you and took you out of the lead and almost sent you to the back. And then I noticed you rode up to his door when the yellow came out. I mean, what were your true, genuine thoughts at that moment? .10-4. So anyways, guys, just want to say congrats to RFK Racing. Want to say congrats to everybody for making it through this race, because again, I believe we had a record number of cautions for stages 1 and 2. Record number of cautions for one total race, I would say. That was the first time, I think, in league history that every single car got taken up in a wreck. It happened in stage 1, which I think I'm going to make that a clip in itself and put on the channel. But yeah, this stream has now been going for 3 hours and 8 minutes. Our longest streamed race ever. Shocking that it's coming at this track. But yeah, this race had everything. Cautions, rain, fuel strategy, pit strategy, different tires, all that fun stuff. Pudge finally gets that car to victory lane, and he does it in a 911 Patriotism car. Awesome to see. And yeah, at one point we had, I think, 8 to 10 people watching. So once again, as always, thank y'all so much for coming out here and watching us race. And again, just a quick shout out to league sponsors. Shout out to Lone Wolf and Pudge for putting money into the league. They picked money out of their own pockets to put in our prize pool for us to race for. Shout out to Wheels, spelled with a Z. He's a YouTuber that makes Madden videos. And also shout out to Fabianski for making these Cup cars look the way they do, because as you saw in this race, we had a Dodge Intrepid, a Dodge Charger, Chevy SS, Chevy Monte Carlo. Those cars only exist because of Fabi. Nobody else can do what he does, and we very much appreciate him for what he does. And again, you could race with us. If you want to race in the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, just message CarFreak13 on PlayStation and mention the NFRL, and we can set you up a tryout/interview with our admin. And again, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.